Hey everyone, welcome to Paint Minis Live. I'm your host, Bill T. I'm here in the Creation Cave, and we're about to start off part 5 of our Wolfenstein series as we go ahead and paint up all of the minis that we primed the other night. I'm expecting to have a fun night. Tonight is going to be kind of a test run. I over the past couple of streams, I've been kind of probing the community as to what kind of things we'd like to see. And one of the things that I've gotten some feedback on is maybe a test run of a bit more of an adult centric stream where we loosen our lips and we wag our chins a bit more to the 18 plus crowd out there. And I'm kind of for it. I think it's fine. I think it's a good time. But I do want to preface this stream with the fact that I do know that there's a lot of younger folks that watch PML. If you're a parent out there, and I hope you hear this, I will shout it to the wind. If you're a parent, for your information, this one's an 18 plus stream for strong language and adult shenanigans. We have some guests on tonight that are going to be highly entertaining for the adult crowd. But if you find your kids watching this, here is your blatant parental advisory. And this is kind of the test run, so to speak, of the Color Cup Cabaret, which is potentially going to be Paint Minis Live foray into the more adult sector rather than our usual PG segments that we do with our painting streams as we kind of talk with guests and move forward with kind of figuring out our own style, our own flavor of streaming. Um, so with that said, it's 18 plus again. Strong language, adult shenanigans, anything can happen here on PML tonight. I have one other image to show with you right here. We have yeah, PML may or may not share views or opinions of guests on tonight's stream and is not responsible for their antics and or comments presented in this stream. I hold my own opinions and my own thoughts. So if it doesn't come from me, it's not from PML. However, we are inviting a guest on tonight, or maybe potentially another guest as well. So I do want to preface it again that this is a kind of a new foray for PML, and we're just kind of having fun. And I'm putting this up here just to kind of cover my legalese part of this, since I do own a business. But I think it is vastly important that uh, members of the community are represented in a fashion that they are comfortable with. And just a little while ago, I was over on Lazy Mini Painting, his stream, and we had a wonderful conversation and a wonderful talk, and kind of a good get to know you session. We've been bouncing messages back and forth to each other, and I like his style. He's just a very fun and outlandish character, which I'm sure you'll get to know. But again, uh, there's your picture for all the parents out there. If your kids are watching PML, Friday night is not the night to watch PML right now, because we're gonna be testing that kind of more adult waters and seeing what that kind of does with our channel. But every other night is fair game for kids. I am gonna keep that kind of PG, and we're gonna have that be a less foul mouth streamed, or at least our lips will be a little tighter. So, um, again, you now have been warned, and I've been talking about it for essentially 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Without ado, let's go ahead and induce. We're gonna induce labor on this stream. Like, wouldn't that be a first? We're gonna introduce Laz from Lazy Mini Painting, our guest tonight, to go ahead and chinwag with us while we go ahead and paint our Wolfenstein models. Laz, how are you doing, Laz?
Um, Two things, and I don't
Yes.
know which way to approach them. But one thing I'll keep this clean just because of the entrance and the time limits and the fact that you're aware of the algorithm and you're playing the fucking do. Oh shit, I've already broke it. Never mind. How you doing, mate? You all right? That was a proper cunt way to bring me in. I'm not that bad, am I? Fucking hell.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I gotta cover my ass. I got a business to run, man. That's just like that's like we, you
PL
know.
may not be sharing views and opinions of guests on his. Fuck off.
I know, I know. I'm sorry. My
Oh,
tie
Jesus,
was
you
so tight at
pandering
work
wussing.
today.
Oh dear, I shared that somebody might say something bad and I might get a downcast. Oh, fucking bollocks to that shit. Anyway, what you supposed to be painting? Paint Mini Life of a Life. Come on, paint something I
Well,
did at least when you were on my show.
well,
I might have talked my bollocks off, fucked
yeah, you
around with the
did.
paint a lot,
You sure did.
been high as a kite, and
Yeah, that was true.
I just try and just focus on and have a like mental aneurysm and shit. But at least I was doing some painting. So come on, dude, what are you painting?
Tonight we're gonna be painting these German soldier guys from a box set sent to us by Weird World War II. Guy named Brian. He's a associate. He's a familiar of of the channel.
Okay, awesome. By the way,
We're
hello to
very
Evolutionistic Gaming. Thank you
we
for turning
talk
up.
a
You what,
lot,
dude?
and he's a very we
I
have a
hope you
lot of
do. If I got
communication
that
back
wrong,
and
then
forth with Brian.
sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely a long story, but we have some models here from Weird
So
World War II, and they're all
cool. Brian's made
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, yeah, like the video game Wolfenstein.
Oh
I'll
right, okay.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we've
Dumbass
got
has
a
to
whole
fucking
bunch of
fight.
like German
When?
soldier guys to paint up tonight. That's kind
Oh,
of
cool.
our goal.
Ja, ja. Mein Freund, ja.
Right?
We are the right ones. We are the good guys. We know what we. Sorry. Well, that's what they thought. I'm assuming. Side head on all that shit. We can paint some Germans. Cool. Let's do this. And then we can
So
paint some English guys that can go and die dickhead. And we win. Woo. And we have a
right?
full party afterwards. And that's pretty much how it goes, isn't it? Well, that's what
Basically,
they taught me in school. Oh yeah, and the Americans turned up and go, yeah, woo! We turned up and we won as well. Right, you know what? Right towards the end, after like fucking shitloads of us have died in the trenches and shitloads of them fucking. And it's like, yeah, you know, if you'd have turned up like a few years earlier, we probably could have finished it pretty damn quick, you know, and lots of people could have survived.
that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
do you want to know something? If you'd have done that, we might have been able to help you and go, do you want to know something? The Japanese are coming over. You might want to stop them.
Right. Right. Well,
I know.
we got that one. To be honest, and it's kind of funny. Well, I don't necessarily want to
Oh, well, we
dox
still
that, but my birthday is within a 14-day span of like Pearl Harbor.
However,
So that's kind of fun.
I am actually going to say it was Veterans Day not long ago, and it was Veterans Day for not only yourself over in the pond, and not only for us over here. And I do wish to thank all the veterans and all the servicemen and women in service at the moment for our protection and their good work.
All around the world.
Takes everywhere, because that takes.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're man, woman, whatever the fuck you want to be. That takes a big brass pair of fucking cojones
Indeed.
just to go out there and surf. And
yeah,
we remember.
well, I appreciate that, man, and I think that I was going on about that. What was it? A couple of nights
Well, then
ago
again,
with,
you've got the pussies that we've got. I don't want to go to war anytime soon, because if it has to do with any recruitment for the right ages, I'm too old now, so they're not going to recruit me until after they took all the fucking whatever the fuck they've got to deal with now. God help them. I do not want to go to war now.
Well, speaking of recruitment, let's bring in our own recruit of the Marine Corps.
Oh, cool.
Maybe our friend of the channel who hasn't been on literally since the first episode of Paint Minis Live, but is now kind of making a foray back. A good friend of ours, Jack. Maybe he can elaborate a little bit further on some of his story when it comes to those things. Hello, Jack. How are you doing?
How are you doing, Jack? You okay?
Jack Boy, you there?
I'm assuming, please, just at least a pulsar. Somebody go get what is it, 911 over there? Somebody just go check on him.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
good, and dude, don't fucking hype me up like that. I did not make it through boot.
I know you didn't make it through boot camp, but just the fact that you went there, the fact that you went to the cranny
There
to
we go.
paradise that is the Marine Corps,
You actually
that speaks
went
volumes.
to the Marines rather than going right. I'll serve in the army. I'll serve. You chose to do the fucking Marine Corps. You're that nuts. You just wanted to go. Nah, I just want to go kill people. Yeah.
No, I thought it would be a good idea because I have a bit of a family history with it, and then I also have a close buddy of mine who went in a couple of years ago.
I've heard of rumor on the internet. Are a lot of Marines into like being furries and shit?
Being furries? All right.
Yeah. Seriously, I've heard on the internet.
Not as bad as the Air Force, but there is a fair amount.
Hey, Jack Boy, if you could you turn your gain down just a hair? If
let's see
you
what I can
could.
do.
Thank you very much, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Did you just go fucking getting technical on me and shit? Turn your gain down. What the fuck's that?
It's like
Look,
how
you've
much.
seen my setup. What the fuck? Right, you've not
All right, is that a bit better?
To me and shit.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
No,
good.
tell him to fuck off, Jack, and go. No, I got my settings right. You sort yours out. Nothing.
Right.
I'll just get back at him later in Discord and just crank it up to max.
This is why you only got through boot camp. Stand up to the front. Fuck off.
Okay, well, there's a very big difference between chit-chatting with a good buddy here and having a motherfucker get up in your face because for whatever reason.
Well,
yeah, I didn't even make it past full honesty here. I didn't even really make it past the first fucking week where they have the big physical at the end of it. I failed out of that. They try and put you in the fucking PT platoon. That was too bad, honestly, but no, I really did not experience boot camp at the slightest. All I did was go down to California and have a week without sleep.
Yeah, I'd be fucked after that. Don't worry. That's way better than I could have done, actually. In all fairness, I would have run down the street. My heart would have exploded in some fucking just dead bloke at the end of the street. Like, so, yeah,
I get down there Thursday. I got down there Monday, and by Thursday, they're trying to tell us shit, and I'm genuinely sitting at the back doing my best to sit still and straight while there's a pair of fucking jeans tap dancing in the corner behind the drill instructor.
How old?
Yeah, can you tell us? Can you go ahead and tell us the jeans story, because that is honestly hilarious.
Story?
So okay, first week you're down. The only week you're down there. They basically there's no sleep. You're just going from place to place to place to place to place for like fucking over 100 hours. You do not get to sleep. You do not get to fucking rest anything. And by Thursday, I'm actually hallucinating for the first time ever, and it's tripping me the fuck out because the drill instructors are like, okay, we're going to be doing this today, and you got to go over and do this thing. And over in the fucking corner, all I can see is just a pair of denim jeans tap dancing. Completely disembodied. It's fucking weird.
Good lord, man. I mean, yeah. and then the food there. You said you were absolutely you can't eat.
Okay, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, and every other meal that could be counted in staying awake for over 24 hours. Here's fucking either a ham sandwich or a turkey sandwich. Have fun. It's been a couple of years, and I'm still at the point where it's like, if one of you motherfuckers shows me a ham sandwich, I'm driving to McDonald's. Fuck you guys.
What? Just because you had to eat a ham sandwich or a turkey sandwich for how long?
For a week straight.
You serious?
Yes.
Is that? Are you? And you're complaining?
Yeah, because it was a shitty ham sandwich from a grocery store.
I think what his point is.
Oh, it was actually from a grocery store. Fuck, I got pulled through worse than that. I'm just going for a fucking hike with scouts.
Fucking flavor of
Basically,
fatigue, my dude.
Our leader would, the Friday before we went, hand make a stack of sandwiches, enough for essentially 4 triangles each, a slice of bread. We didn't get a choice of what was on it. We didn't get asked about allergies or fuck that shit, bollocks. No. And she stacked them all up, and we took them, and that's what we had to eat for the first 4 days. For the rest of it, it was always cheese.
Well, I mean,
and we were 11.
Do you?
That was
Granted, not very fun, but like, yeah, no, it's like this little shitty government issue sandwich.
Have you ever?
There's like no flavor to it. It's just cold. It's bland. It's fucking nah. It is the.
Have you ever had?
I grew up
spam,
on buttered.
Laz?
Spam. Oh, yeah. I loved it when my mum would.
Also, I swear when my mum bought spam to those things because I did not shit spam for like 2 weeks.
Because we didn't get spam often. We usually got the other version, the cheaper version, because it was cheaper, and and we usually we'll get a very thin slice of that, and just stick it on the butter and eat it.
I mean, because the U.S. government, wherever they can cut a corner, they do. So most of the time, when it says ham on the tin, God only knows what's in there. Like, there's no telling what concoction is inside of the actual ham the quote unquote ham that's in there, which is absolutely hilarious. Just real quick to do some housekeeping. Evolution of Gaming, how you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming in.
But
go on, Les.
What was it you heard? I want to know what Evolution of Gaming heard that made them laugh. But
Fallout has.
I want to know. I asked this. I'll get my orientation because I've not spoken to Jack much yet. So
keep going.
I can't say I've said it to him, but this twat, I've said shit to him, and he keeps apologising for fucking no reason as well. So I want to know what you're sorry for. I'm the English guy. I've not apologised for fuck all yet, and I don't intend to. So I want to know what you're sorry for and what you heard. And Jack, I don't see what you're whinging about for your food, mate. That was all right. Did you get drinks? Wait a minute. Were you a grown adult at this point? Were you actually a man?
Yeah, I was like 23, 24 years old when I tried it.
Yeah, what the fuck are you whinging about then?
Because I've had.
You applied for the fucking Marine. No, wait a minute. You applied for the fucking Marine Corps, for Christ's sakes. You're not in the fucking army. They're not expecting you to be able to polish your fucking. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I get it. I went to the place where.
Marine Corps, fuck
yeah,
sake.
I get it. Like you're supposed to embrace the
suck. Kill. Not I want to win.
I wasn't. Here's the thing, though. I wasn't going in to be an infantryman. My dumbass is going in to be a fucking trucker. Like I was going to drive the big fucking trucks around. It's going to be fun.
I'll ask another question, Jack. Did this cunt warn you about me?
No, I didn't. He had absolutely no idea you were coming.
Right.
So I totally just kind of I just blindsided him.
So Jack, look, the fact that you went for the service, I respect 100%. I am only taking the piss, but damn it. The sandwich thing I'm not dropping because essentially, that's what I ate as a kid, and I was a big fat fucking bastard, and I'm 6 foot tall, so I don't understand you won't be getting enough because I wouldn't have fucking grown that much if it weren't for the fact that I was eating shit like that. So I really don't get the point. The hallucinating pants, though. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, as it turns out, 4 days without sleep really fucking does your brain in.
It did do my brain in. I did that on PlayStation. I done the SNES.
Yeah, well, you're distracted. You're doing something you want to do, as opposed to you're getting dragged from place to place to fucking
No, I wasn't. I was player 2. I wasn't doing something I wanted. I wanted to be player 1. At that age, I wanted to be player 1. No.
Well, there was still more there for your brain to do than fucking walking around getting yelled at. You're on constant fucking adrenaline spikes.
No, look, it's 3:00 in the morning. You and your mate know you're not supposed to be on this fucking game. It's night 3. If your man wakes up, you're fucked. She's just coming in and pulling the plug. She's already complained at least 14 times over the last couple of nights. She's pulling the plug. You know the last save point is, and you cannot utter a word, and your mate sat there trying not to giggle because he's got a fart brewing, and you don't know it. You don't know this. And then he lets a fart loose, and you're trying not to giggle. There is, and it's only a little, and that's it. It's very quiet, just a little, just enough for you to hear it. And it's like, you either want to swear at him, like, you little, you fucking bastard, I want to fucking, or you want to piss your sides, like, you want to make a noise, but you can't because you're in the middle of this fucking boss fight, and if she comes in and pulls the plug, she's going back at least half a fucking day's worth of play. And that is tension. And you're only like 9 years old. This is like the highest tension you could ever fucking see in your life. This is a game that you've dedicated like pretty much an entire weekend to, the summer holidays through. You and your mate just so you can play 2-player like that. That is some fucking adrenaline for a kid. That is some high tension. Don't get me wrong, looking down the barrel of a rifle that's pointed at you.
Oh no, there was
probably damn sight a lot more, but
didn't have that thankfully. Just had to deal with the kill hats.
Jack Boy, just for a heads up, Laz or Lazy Mini Painting here, he is the absolute he will tell you his truth no matter what, my guy.
I will tell you a truth. I will tell you a truth from a perspective that somebody could take. Sometimes that perspective may not agree with some motherfucker, but look, it's YouTube. Put it in the fucking comment section. 5 words at least, please. Because it helps with the algorithm. Click any fucking button you want. It don't fucking matter. Just sit here and watch me and laugh. Sit here and watch me and whinge. I don't give a fuck what you want to think.
Hey, you know what they say, right?
If you got something funny to say, go ahead and fucking say it. If we're here to watch him paint, look, it's the big fucking thing in front of us. That's what we're going to do. I may look at this one because that's where you are and that's where we're going to communicate. But I'll also look at that one because that's where he is and he's painting and that's what Paint Mini's Live. It fucking says it on the title, dickhead. Wait, how long has this been going? I can't swear properly. Yeah, 20 cool.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. So Brian over at Weird World War II, he because I've been sending him updates. All of this stuff is his property. We're just painting it.
Oh right, okay. So you gotta send this back to him. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. It's going back to Brian. But like his tagline is "Keep it weird," and I was like, what better way than to bring Laz and Jack Boy on to keep it weird? Like the two craziest guys that I know.
At risk of annoying the shit out of the YouTube algorithm, let's get retarded in here, boys.
Oh, God.
Why?
Okay. Yeah, let's Oh, boy.
Fuck him. Look, what did DD get to him for? Literally, Diddy and fucking kids. So, just going, let's go. Nah, YouTube's fine with it. They're all into it and everything. How many hits did he get from Diddy's video? How much money did he give him? Let's look into the tax revenues and how much communication went on through him and his manager. I'm sure something fucking happened somewhere along the way. They're all connected to each other. And it's like, oh, he sounds like that fucking idiot from... Yeah, I do. But I'm just a whingy old bastard, really. Anyway, how far along are you on this? Are you still just doing the basic note code?
Yeah, man. We're just getting going here. We're gonna base these guys basically in like a dark silver, because as far as I can tell, and you guys have been chinwagging about the Marine Corps and how they serve animals that shouldn't be served to human beings.
No, of course you should. Why not? Look,
it's protein and you are government property.
I mean, yeah, fucking... And you go walking around outside in an 80-degree weather. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen if you get sunburned. You're damaging government property, dumbass.
Yeah, but that's what they treat you. You literally joining somewhere that's going to try and break you down as a human being and rebuild you up as a killing machine that they can just go, I don't want that there anymore. And you're going to go, yes, sir.
I mean,
I'm going to go over and do it.
I thought I could handle it. I went through all the pre-training and shit that they have going for it. Thought I could do it. Thought
Don't get me wrong,
it's good.
it's
And
fucking
nope,
tough.
got my shit rocked.
It's fucking tough, and anyone who shows who can still have empathy after it goes through a very rough fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
A very rough fucking time, which is actually quite a good reason why you've got the VA over there. Oh,
Well,
the
the VA only works kinda.
yes, I know.
Does
I
the
know.
VA work?
Yes, it does a little. I know someone who works in it, and he's complaining about it all the time. He says these good things, but there's a lot of bad things, and yeah. So it can be made to work, but they need to sort it out. I've just realised the heating went off a while ago, and it is 2:30 in the fucking morning. It is freezing outside. So I'm just going to grab something to keep you a bit warmer than the t-shirt.
Laz, man, have you managed to catch that Jake Paul fight that you were really pumped about earlier? Have you managed to catch any of that? What is that happening? I don't even know. I'm not really a sports guy, but
there's another 2 hours before that going on. So
and you're staying up for it.
That's the intention. I don't know if it'll fucking work or not, but yeah, that's the idea. So we'll find out. There's only one way, really, and that's to try and do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
There you
go. What can I do about
it? Jack Boy, do you have any thoughts on this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing? I don't know. I've seen a little bit about it, but like, I haven't really quite formulated an opinion on it. Do you have any thoughts to share?
Given his track record, I'm not surprised that the next person he's trying to fight is a nearly 80-year-old man.
He's only 60, I think. He's not that old, but if
he's in a fucking wheelchair half the time.
Who, Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
If he's training videos or anything to go off, if he's in the ring and that's all it takes is 2-minute bursts. And if he's capable of at least 1 2-minute burst, the last thing to go for a boxer is his strength. And all he needs to do is pull that maneuver off once.
There's a sadistic part of me that's hoping that Tyson goes for the twofer and bites one of fucking Jake Paul's ears off.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be great?
No, it won't. It won't. He smoked far too much weed for that. It's just like, nah, I'll just knock him out. I'll just humiliate the kid. If he's going in with that attitude, he's just going to walk in and go bang, bang. And that's it. Paul's not going to go. He's either going to go for the ribs and the uppercut, or he's going to go for the wind and the side jaw. So Paul's got to look to defend from different directions. The only person who knows what he's going to do when he goes in is Tyson. But as even Tyson says himself, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Right.
So.
And then it kind of goes out the window.
I've got I'm swayed between two predictions. Tyson's got to go in and fuck him up, and literally just fuck him up. Or Tyson's basically going to go in and kind of spar, and he's going to go the distance, and Paul might win on points.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I would not want to fight Mike Tyson, even at his age.
No.
Like, I wouldn't want to fight Mike Tyson, period.
Well, he's only 20 years older than me.
Not just because he's a not just because he's a trained fighter, but just because I kind of respect the guy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's kind of respectable. There's a couple of things in there. I mean, you know, everybody's got their shit, but like, he's kind of respectable, and I can like that about him, and that's why I wouldn't want to fight him. But when you come up with this cocky attitude, and I think that's exactly what this is about, is about like, hey man, you're calling me out of retirement because you think you're hot shit. Like, I think that's what this is really about for him, and he's not gonna let it stand. He's gonna try everything in the book, as much as he possibly can, to kind of tamper that attitude down, because he built his own career off of making his own way to the top.
Yeah, Paul's had all these fights selected for him, pretty much. he's not had to. I think Fury's been his hardest fight, and that was his loss. I think I'll have to check it out, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I shouldn't imagine.
Still,
Jake Paul.
I mean,
Is he Jake Paul?
and to your point, Jack, I mean, that he is an older fighter. If this guy wins, I would not be surprised, but I still would hold the line with I don't want to fight Mike Tyson. Period. If if it came to it, that is a guy that you want on your back end at a bar fight.
That's
not
the
your
person you
enemy.
want to fight.
Not your enemy. So I wouldn't do it. But we're getting these Uber soldiers. Let's see, what is this? Super soldiers, primed up or base coated, so to speak, in Pro Krill Dark Silver right now. And
how well does that go through the airbrush? Just out of curiosity.
Really well.
Sorry for putting in that.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Does it require much flow improve, or does it require any at all?
Well,
just
I
only just started to
apply.
use my airbrush. Got it, and it's not had any time to fucking practice with it. So he's now pissing it down all the time outside. I live in fucking Manchester, for Christ's sake.
Now,
in case you didn't know, it's like in Manchester in England. Apparently, it's like Seattle or down about that area. If it's
Seattle,
not raining,
Washington.
yeah, where it's
Yeah.
just rains and rains and rains and rains and rains and rains. It just pisses down and basically you walk outside and you just fucking stop weather and you just walk. For fuck's sake. And it's kind of similar to that around here. So
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, you've got some similar weather to a Minnesota fall. It sounds like around here, because I've been to Seattle a couple of times now, and I can say that when it comes to this paint coming out of the airbrush, this paint is actually some of their older formula, and so I do throw like probably about 3 drops of flow improver in the pot per drop of paint. But for Monument Hobbies specific, they have said that they have their new bottles that they're producing, which I don't have, for personal collection. I haven't opened up any of the business stuff to try it out, but they have said at 22 psi, you can literally drop it in the airbrush and it will spray, just like you'd expect at 22 psi. So I haven't tested it because due to how you run a business in the U.S. and how you do taxes and reporting, I have not actually opened those up because I don't want to count out that inventory on my books for tax purposes.
Yeah, I believe the IRS can be quite swatty.
If you get an audit as a business in the U.S., essentially what happens is if you're not paying a tax or you're not doing the correct business accounting, what they do is they assume that since this occurred, you've been doing it continuously that way since they found it. So you can end up with not really a fine, but you can end up with a back tax of thousands of dollars. And I know somebody personally who has paid, back taxes on a very simple discrepancy, but they have to assume because they only have so much time to audit your business. They assume that for the past, and you get audited 5 to 10 years, somewhere in there, but they assume for that 5 to 10 year period that you've continuously kept doing the same thing over and over again. And so they will essentially, they'll calculate that tax out to that 5 to 10 year period. And if that's the case, you end up paying sometimes 26 to 30,000 on a discrepancy that was a simple tax miscalculation.
You're too widespread over there. You can't communicate quick enough.
Right.
Damn it! I don't want to get onto politics. Are you going to force me onto politics?
Uh,
I don't really know much about your politics. I just know Kamala
Uh,
Harris sucked cock to get
it's
presidency and she got screwed
it's
over.
all
in the
kind
ass
of
and
crazy all over the board. I tend to kind of avoid that stuff here on PML, but yeah, it's a total mixed bag of shenanigans and crazy
I can just give my
stuff.
opinion of how I think it could be run, and if you agree with me, then I'll question it. Then I'll try and answer. But actually fixing the IRS would be a fucking bollock. First of all, you've got to actually basically just go, you homeless people, can you count? Yeah. Can you add up? Yeah. Can you look? Come here. Have you seen this thing? It's called a calculator. Oh yeah. Can you read those numbers? Yeah. Can you do the fucking addition? Can you figure out the fucking sum? Yeah. Right. You've got a job. Come here. Come and live in this flat. And it's like, what the fuck? And
Well, the problem is
you
that
haven't
we
got
don't.
enough people to do it. What? Bullshit.
Well, we don't have enough housing space actually for those people.
What?
Is the problem? Like
Say that
the
again.
fact building a new building to house those, not even a new building, but the amount of housing that we have is insufficient for the amount of people that would be needing to be there.
Well, that's what the governments are for.
Yeah, but
They
the
build
problem
social
is
housing,
that
and
they
this is why you get them into. This is getting because it's a
well,
problem.
we don't have socialism here. we don't have those things.
We have the government, which we call the social, in the northwest of England, and essentially they build government housing for low income families and in our case immigrants as well. Because look, we've needed to move fucking ages and we still not got a fucking house. Jesus Christ, and that house up there was fucking gone. But never mind. Yeah, government should be taking care of that. That's what the taxes are paying for.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that. Yeah,
Come on, the fuck.
essentially,
have a word with your government then.
there's
These
a-
fucking millions who you've got guns. What the fuck's going on? You had a fucking revolution to kick us out. Now you're like own fucking country now. Come on. Why are you talking to me? I'm a fucking Englishman. You kick me out. Why are you asking my fucking opinion?
Well, I wasn't quite asking the opinion, but I'm happy to have some.
Jack, feel free to put in at any time, please.
Oh no, I'm enjoying listening to this.
I think Jack at this point is about a third through the bucket of popcorn.
No. Now we can draw back to number fucking 2. You said I'm bringing this thing up for entertainment. What am I, you fucking cheeky fucking monkey? Yeah, I have some fucking peanuts and come and dance with me on my fucking finger. What am I, you fucking monkey? Cheeky cunt. That one, yeah, fair enough. I'm swearing away like a motherfucker. Change it over. And change it over what you said about fucking entertainment. Go on. I fucking dare you. Go on. You cheeky bastard. I know you fucking monkey. Go fuck yourself. Ginger bastard. I bet he's got a fucking dildo on that chest up right up his fucking ass. It is. It's vibrating right now going. You dirty bastard. I'm you fucking monkey. You're alright, mate. Calm down. Maybe chill. Breathe. Woos.
Oh, Shaba.
Yeah, try and paint your models with me going on in your fucking ear. It's damn near impossible. Go for the details, mate. Tell you what, paint his eyes. I'll see what I can do.
Paint his eyes. The eyes on these scale figures are probably not gonna get painted.
Right, I'll tell you what. What about the eyes for my cats? What do you reckon?
The eyes?
Do you think he even attempted it?
Well, I don't. Oh boy, when was the last time I looked at your cat pic? Oh boy, I think you did.
Stevie, right, okay.
I think you attempted. I think you attempted it. I want to say you did though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So on that scale, it should be easy. Just stick a pair of goggles on and put it under that big fucking nail fucking magnifying glass that you've got for doing your nails under.
I'm not a nerd. I'm a painter. I use a magnifying glass, not a headset. Come on, guy. God damn.
I'm not a nerd. I just don't paint my fucking nails. I've got goggles to paint models under. You got them so you can position your hands right.
The fuck you think? The fuck you mean you're not a nerd? You're a nerd about tabletop shit than I am.
Good evening, Tunka. How you doing, mate?
Fucking
What's
cheeky little
going on,
fucking
Tucker
gremlin.
Todd? How's it
It's-
going?
I'm assuming Todd's a dude, so yeah.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Todd is Todd has
apparently,
been
yeah.
helping PML kind of grow over the years. He's a good friend of the channel, and essentially he comes to pipe in every now and then when he's not choring or dealing with a whole bunch of foster puppies.
Oh dear fucking god, he's got dogs.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, your house smells like dog shit. It does. I've got a cat. A cat. I don't smell it. I'm nose blind. Find someone without pets to come and they can smell it like that. It's like, I've cleaned it up. I've fucking disinfected it. I've fucking done everything. He's fucking clean and shit. No, they smell it like that. It's like you've got an animal. You've got a cat. Smell it. It's like, oh, what the fuck are you on about?
There's nothing
basically,
more.
if you have a pet, your house smells like your pet. So sorry, mate. The house smells like shit.
Jesus.
Well, look, I bet your dog's lovely though. What kind of dogs you got? Oh, I used to have when I was a kid. I used to have,
Todd's got
Alsatian.
just a few dogs.
I used to have an Alsatian. What was it? Alsatian Labrador cross, and it was. I'm sure there was some bouncy ball in there because it was fucking energetic bastard, but lovely. Essentially, think kind of Alsatian shaped ish Labrador. So it had the ears and the tail, but it had the body of more of a lab and like pure fucking bleach blonde. It was a beautiful dog. Fucking mental as fuck though, but beautiful. Anyway, well, yeah, dogs. Nice things. I want a dog. Sure, let me fucking have one. Got a cat instead.
But yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Oh man, I'm really
What?
happy. I'm really happy I made the parental advisory thing for this. This is great.
Cheeky bastard.
It was
Cheeky
time well
bastard.
spent. Jack can attest. I was sitting there. We're like, I've got after I got off your stream, I had just about maybe an hour to myself, and I'm sitting there, literally creating this thing, and I'm like, is it gonna be enough?
You cheeky bastard. You cheeky
Is it gonna be
bastard.
enough? What do you
You
know?
two
It is.
fucking-
It
you
is.
prepped 2 fucking screens just for me. I actually feel quite honoured. I do feel quite honoured. You felt you had to prep
You take the. I
screens.
feel like we should. At the end of the year, we should have the PML. I don't know if they have the Office in the UK. I think there's a UK version of the Office, but
What the
here
fuck
in the
did you
US
just say?
they were called the
What fuck-
Dundees.
No,
The
did you
Office.
just say the? Yeah, we fucking. You got it from us, dickheads. You copied ours.
Oh, okay. We copied yours. All right. Either way, I'm just saying I feel like we should have the PML Dundees.
What the fuck's that? I didn't watch The Office. I don't like Ricky Gervais. Well, I didn't like him.
okay.
I thought he was a
Alright.
dick. So I've not bothered watching The Office. So go on. What the fuck's the Dundees?
Well, it's just like in the U.S. version of the show, they call these Office awards that they give the Dundees, and it's like the most foul-mouthed, the most artistic, the most creative.
Wait a minute.
And
This is a PG-13 channel, and you put this one fucking night on so far, and it might be a flop and everything. You never ask it back, and you never do it again. So who the fuck's winning that award?
Exactly. I don't know,
Well,
but I feel like I need to do some award, like do an award show. Like, wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like a fucking miniature painting award show.
Right. Make it about models then. Make it.
yeah.
Have you got Discord or some Patreon or some shit?
I ain't got no Patreons. Period.
Right. Have you got Discord then? Then do it as a look. We're gonna put it to vote, and somebody will get a congratulations on a video.
Right. Yeah. For
Gold,
sure.
silver,
For sure.
bronze. And
But
do it for painting, 'cause that's what the whole fucking thing is about. Is comparing minis. Don't do it for fucking swearing. What the fuck are you, channel fucking 97?
Yeet. But well, I mean, I was just saying, like, it would be fun to have my own award show. Like hosting the Oscars. All right. When I
do it, but do it for modeling. Don't do it for swearing. That's a dumb idea.
No, not for swearing. If you let me finish the thought, my friend, like I just
You're the one who put the fucking warning up. You're the one who fucking triggered this shit. Not
I-
my fucking fault. It could have took you 5 seconds to like, look, my next guest might swear a little bit. It might have. Look, it's somebody from another channel. Please, I'm trying something. I don't put your kids to bed. Here's Laz. I would have been fine, but no, 2 fucking pages, bright fucking pink, like fucking 5 minutes, can't fucking talk, start backstage. It's like, fucking hell, he said you're going to make this entrance quick. I'm like, fucking hell, was that waiting half an hour for you to fucking come and do a sound check and like last fucking minute ding 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 and then here's right and then your fucking face. Fuck off, you triggered this shit.
Oh man, no. I just want to host
Sorry,
my own
I don't
award
know
show.
how many-
I want the
how
model
many people
painting
are watching
award
and how many
show
people
coming
have
out of
unsubscribed?
PML. I have, for whatever reason, ever since
Sorry.
I've watched Rick and
Not
Morty, I've wanted to host an award show like the Oscars or some shit. And now I think I found a reason.
No, that's a top idea. No, but that's a top idea. But you can do it for painting. You could do diorama one. You could do singular.
Yeah, for sure.
Essentially, run it like the Golden Demon, but rather than actually giving away a prize, you just go through.
Well,
it on here.
we all know the
To be
Golden
quite honest,
Demon
kudos
is
better than
a
anything
is a
else.
sham show. We all know it. There's no
Well, there you go.
no hiding that.
And then you can broaden it to other things as well. So people can do dioramas of D&D models. You can do cyberpunk dioramas. You can do cyberpunk. You could take it into all fucking many different fucking things, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then you could run it that way and go, right, we're doing either do it monthly, quarterly, whatever, and do
Right.
and then do a final at the end of the year of right, these are all the winners plus any new ones that come through that get and yeah, of course you could.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Yeah,
Of course it'll work.
for sure.
It just takes organisation, and I can't be out doing all that shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Boy, do you have any
Lazy
thoughts
mini
to
painting.
weigh in on the on a PML award show, Oscar style?
I feel like you'd need to figure out exactly what the hell you're holding the awards for.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I don't want it to be a painting competition, so to speak. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be a competition, but I would like it. I want it to be more on the social aspect of painting.
Well, in that
you
case,
know.
it should be easy enough. 'Cause
And
everyone's willing to craft, and you just put it at different levels.
right.
You have entry and pro, so you can separate the two things. So amateur and pro. So there might be, but look, you might classify yourself as an amateur, and I know you're looking at me going, who the fuck do I mean? Every fucking person.
Me is what you mean. I am freewheeling
Look,
amateurism over here.
even to this degree, I'm classifying myself, although I'm kind of licking my own balls and going, yeah, blah, 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 at the minute to stay making this comment. But even I'm classifying myself. I'm not allowed in the amateur competition. Why not? Because I've got my fucking face on YouTube. Technically, I'm a pro because I've been asked to do commissions. The very fact that I've been asked to turn professional to do it means that I can. My quality is improved enough that it should be in at least.
You got
level.
how many commissions have you done?
I've never done a commission. I'm
Really?
still not happy with my work. Yeah, really.
You've been asked though.
Oh, I've been asked to do loads.
Oh, okay. All
I've
right.
been asked to do. Somebody asked me to do a combat patrol of the old Space Marines.
Okay.
I got asked to do a Khan. What's it called? Khan the Betrayer. When he was the flaily model.
Yeah.
And I've been asked to do a couple of centerpiece. Well, kind of more merchandisey things, so it's kind of more mass produced stuff rather than individual models, so it's more something to do with the airbrush and just go right done and just burn through because I've got an airbrush.
Right.
But I didn't see the point and turned them all down. I don't think I'm good enough with either control of the airbrush or my ability to paint, regardless of what other people say. Thank you for all the nice comments for people that leave them on Instagram and during the live streams and comments and shit, but personally, I don't think my painting is good enough for commission. It's not there yet.
Well, I think your painting is good enough for commission because can you
Yeah, but in all
honestly,
fairness,
how many people will literally
that's
invest their
bollocks.
money in
Oh,
in a
fucking
hobby like
shitloads.
this?
Oh, fucking shitloads. There's loads of morons out there. For fuck's sake, have you seen
Oh,
GW's
there's
prices? Have you seen
yeah,
GW's
but
stock fucking fingers? It's going through the fucking roof. That just shows you how many morons and dickheads there are on this planet.
well,
So don't give me that.
a stock
People will
price is
spend money
not
on
indicative
balls.
of a company value, and I think honestly we
True,
should
but over the
leave it at
last
that.
20 years,
But
it's
I
pretty
don't
much
think
been on the same trajectory and it's grown ridiculously. It's been great for the British economy to a degree, but it depends how much money they've managed to get overseas, really. And I'm sure they keep that hush hush. So I'm just going to pretend that that's a thought in my head that I've just made up and it could be a possibility.
right. Well, both me and
For
Jack
legal
like to rub
reasons.
on Papa G Dubs all the time. Oh my god. The shenanigans over
But
there
yeah,
between their between the scandal that happened recently with their the animators. Jack Boy, when do you remember when that was happening?
That was back in like 2020. They decided to shut down a bunch of fan animations and
oh
killed a
yeah, yeah,
lot of
yeah.
their own fucking
Oh,
free marketing.
they killed us. They tried to kill off Astartes, which is still on YouTube, by the way, for those people who want to go look for it. So fuck GW is still out there for the full version. They tried to kill off Hell's Reach as well, which is still out there on the full fucking version. Fuck you, GW. Just go look
They
for it.
killed it. The Emperor had a text-to-speech device, which is unfucking forgivable.
Right,
Did
yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that managed to survive through. Oh,
It's on YouTube, but Alpha Abuse if flat out said we are not continuing it until GW changes their shit.
oh, that's a shame. That text to
Isn't
speech
it
device was
though?
funny as fuck. It
Oh
was
my
funny as fuck.
gosh, it was.
He was hilarious. And I know there's a lot of people out there when you're like, what the fuck's he doing with the customs? Oh, fuck yourself. It was funny. Just because you laugh doesn't make you wrong.
The
You
fucking
wanna
strip
see
stoties.
you wanna see some fun stuff there, lazy mini painting? This is the palette I use. And guess how I
That's not
clean
too
it?
bad. Pick it out. Oh, no, it's
Eh.
a puppy thing. Oh, that's easy. Oh, you actually get that to work. Why did my paint always stick? My paint always sticks.
It just kind of falls
stains and shit.
right off, man.
I must have a wrong one.
Well, I don't. I think you can get these things cheap off of Amazon too, but I just went with the Turbo Dork one. But I think they make it out of some kind of
Oh, is that a proper like ball one for doing
proprietary
paint and shit?
material.
You actually spent proper money on doing one for paint and shit?
What's that?
Is that a proper one for paint rather than just some random thing?
Yeah, yeah. This is
that's not
from
just-
this is
Oh,
from
right, I thought it
Turbo
was just-
Dork. Let's see if the camera can catch it here. Yeah, Turbo Dork, right there.
Ah, right, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's different silicon. No, I just got no one of
Because
them.
they make good stuff. They make pretty good stuff. But just between painting sessions, I just gotta pop this stuff out, and it's away you go. It's magic, is what it is. It's black magic in the painting community.
Yeah, it looks well. No, it's white.
Yeah, it's some kind of white. What do you call it? Plastic. I don't even know. But the acrylic just literally pops right out of it. So all you got to do is rub it with your finger a couple of times. You don't even need water. It just literally will pop out of there, and you're good to go.
Got it. Never mind.
Half the time I just sweep it up because I'll just like beat it against my finger right on the floor and we'll just sweep up the crumbs. But it makes for, if I forget to clean something on stream, I don't have to worry about it. It just dries on there, and then, away you go. It's kind of cool.
Wait a minute, you saw my desk earlier. What do you mean clean on stream?
I just cleaned it.
Why do you need to? Yeah, but why? I don't understand.
Well, because this was my palette from season 1 of PML.
Cool. That's more like it. And
Yeah.
then what you do is you get a spoon and then you pull out the big bit in the middle of each one and you're ready to go.
I should do that, but honestly, I love this thing so much because it's kind of like its own work of art. Like this is where it all
Will you buy a new
started
one then and start again?
was this guy, you know?
Buy a new
Well,
one and start again? They're
not
only
when
about
it's
50 cents out of it.
$10 a freaking pallet. Like, I'd much rather
What?
use this thing.
They're like cheap.
Yeah.
I've got about 4 of those
Yeah.
type of fucking things under the desk. Got a
Yeah.
little flat bit in the middle, about 9 fucking ring things down the outside. They're fucking excellent. I don't use them anymore because I've got a fucking wet pallet now, but still under there just in case.
Have you ever? Have either of you guys ever met Canadians before? Because Evolution of Gaming
Yes.
said they were Canadian and they were born this way. And
Yeah,
I have
I
to
don't know.
say, when I went to Canada, Canadians have the warmest freaking welcome.
I've only ever really spoken to one Canadian,
Okay.
and I love him to bits. If you ever see him on the internet around in a live chat room, because he just goes around a lot of live chat rooms looking for things. He's called BC Herbs. Absolutely wonderful person. If he was in my position at the moment, he, depending on his mood, he could have gone either way. He could have been worse than me. He could have been much more polite than me. But he is willing to go up and show his, yeah. Depending on how he feels.
He's got a good chutzpah on him, so to speak.
Yeah, let's put it that way.
A good set of chutzpah somewhere in there.
I'm trying not to be all Leffy and Jeffy because I'm trying to fuck over your entertainment thing now. It doesn't always work because I'm kind of naturally built that way. So I kind of get it for the Canadian first going, I'm sorry, but not all of them say it. So bullshit. As for the question, and I don't get, you've still not said what it is that you heard that made you laugh. Or if you still not finished laughing to be able to type and respond, in which case I still don't understand. I think I hear creaking upstairs. I think my missus will come down and twat me in the head. If she does, please phone the ambulance.
Jack Boy, what have you had experience with Canadians?
No, not really.
Not really any experience with Canadians. I mean, I know they used to walk through the Walmart in our hometown. Not to, don't want to name drop, but they used to wander around the Walmart. A lot of Canadians would come through because we were so close to the border. They'd come through and buy our stuff for whatever reason. I don't know. I really don't know why, but they would. They'd come specifically down from Canada to come to the U.S. Walmarts and pick up a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, because there'll be certain things internationally that's cheaper one side than they are the other.
Yeah, maybe. But they showed me a very warm welcome while I was in Canada, and I didn't really have a bad interaction besides the Border Patrol, who searched my car for miniatures like they were looking for drugs.
That's still funny as shit to me.
I've told this story before on the stream, but just for Laz's sake, we're going to hear it again, friends. So when I went to Canada for Claricon, and Claricon is run by a friend of the channel, the Dungeon Minister. I don't know if you've met him at all.
I've not met. I've heard of though. So.
Sure, yeah. So he runs a channel about kind of old school Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and his kids are kind of coming to that age, and he's been playing games with them. And he's been putting on a convention,
Cool.
and in Canada. And I decided I was going to go and launch my business there and go and attend the convention. And the business thing was just the excuse so that I could, get up the money to drive to Canada.
Yeah.
So I went there. When I was about to cross the border, they asked me if I was going for business or pleasure. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to be a Boy Scout. I'm going to have all my paperwork ready. They're going to know who I am. I'm going to get right through. They're going to have all the truths they need. And when I answered that I was going for business, the lady looked at me and started asking questions, and then she shuffled me off to, go to this building over here. So I went to the building on the side of the road. I went and spoke to the Canadian Border Patrol agent there, and he said, I can't let you in because you're a foreign business selling to Canadians, and you have to have an economic impact form that is only issued by the convention to the government weeks prior. and I can't let you in. So you have to go back to the U.S. with a police escort. So I
Fuck's
went
sake.
back to the U.S. with a police escort, and then so I ended up what I ended up doing, because they told me either I could dispose of the models, I could store them, whatever, and then
They just weren't letting you through with the models, though.
well, no, the models that I was gonna sell at the convention, I shipped back to Minnesota from a postal office right across the border, because there's only a river that separates them, the
Yeah.
border. So so I did that, went back across the border, and then the guy that was at the booth was like, "Didn't I just see you here like within a half hour?" And I was like, "Yeah, they denied me entry." And he was like, "Why did they deny you entry?" And I said, "Oh, well, I said I was going for business, and they said that I couldn't sell models in Canada. I'm going to this convention." He looks at the paperwork. He's like, "Okay, you're going to this convention." And I told him that these models here, I sent them to the post office, blah, blah, blah. He's like, "Okay, go back to the building over there." So I went and talked to the same agent that was handling this originally, and he's like, "Okay, well, now we have to search your car." Okay. So him and 4 other Border Patrol agents came out to the car, and they searched the entire truck. Sorry, it's not a car, it's a truck. They searched the entire truck. They look under it with mirrors. They look through. They were nice. They asked me to open everything, and they asked me to bring out my backpack, bring out my pillow or whatever. Is there anything in the pillows? Blah, blah, blah. They pat it down. Like, they went through everything, though. Like, they were looking for drugs, and it was 24 little models. And, like, they were looking for it. They were like,
24.
were these the models you were originally carrying? Yes, 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 yes. And, like, they had all these
24.
questions. Yeah, 24 of them.
Right. In which case, right, I don't classify 24 as enough for sale. You may be going across as, in which case you should have just said civilian, because you're not actually going across to do business.
I told them that I was going to a
in
convention.
the
I
first-
didn't realize if I was going to
you should've
sell
just said,
something, it would have caused a hubbub. Like,
Well, if you only got 24 models, it would just be like selling something privately.
yeah,
It would just
essentially.
like somebody giving you that and that. There would be no, but it'll be cash transaction.
I think the
you were selling it as the
problem
civilian.
laid in the fact that the tickets
You were
were
a dumbass and answered the wrong answer.
Well, yeah, exactly. It was the Paint Minis Live LLC part of it, and they were like, "Oh, you're a foreign business, blah blah blah," and they were nice to me though, because they saw how crushed I was. I was so crushed. It's like, oh man, what is this?
With that few models, you just sort of said, "I'm taking them with me so I can paint them while I'm there." And they go, "You've got no paints." No, they provide them at the convention.
Something like that. I don't know. Maybe.
It's like, oh dear,
yeah.
God. You need to watch Trailer Park Boys if you want to know about Canada.
I
At least how to. You need to watch Trailer Park Boys.
I
Trailer
should.
Park Boys is fucking hilarious, and you can get some Rickyisms out of it, and maybe some of his knowledge will rub off on you on how to deal with the cops in Canada. Because if they're as dumb as that fucking thing, and you can blag them as much as he can, then you should be fine. And literally just say, if you would have pulled up the border while you're there, I'm going to a convention as a civilian.
Right.
The equivalent answer to their question that I'm not a fucking business.
Yeah, the Canadians
okay.
gave me all of the answers as soon as I was there, but it was still pretty funny. Like, and they really welcomed me with open arms. I had a couple of people literally just give me models. They were like, "I saw your stream last night. Here's some models to paint," and I have a box of them that are they're actually right over here if I can manage my own shenanigans. But I have boxes of minis that people gave me just at the convention out of their own free will and goodwill, which I thought was kind of crazy, but I appreciate it.
Oh, speaking of minis,
really
you went
nice.
to see my Tyranid army, didn't you?
Oh, I haven't seen your Tyranid army.
Yeah, you did say something about it.
Me and Jackboy here. We've been playing the new Space Marine 2. Jackboy, you've been digging that stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been fun. I gotta hop in there at some point here soon and try out the new Volkite pistol they added.
Yeah, so
I've-
we've been battling the Tyranids in the digital realm a little bit. It's been fun,
Let's just try not knocking the Space Marines off that are on top of it.
right?
Well, the problem is under my desk is also my storage area for pretty much every infantry model that I own, which is not a good thing because it's also the storage place for every bits and all the spare bits that I own and all the crafting stuff that I own. So it's rather cluttered under there,
Okay.
to say the fucking least. Yeah, in total model count, there's about 500-600 individual models.
Holy,
God damn.
yeah, really.
That's including the D&D ones and all the Age of Sigmar ones that I've got for other things, and orcs and zombies and like
All the goodies, right?
shit
All
like
the
that.
nerd goodies.
All the Stomper back there, and obviously including the little Gumpler thing here, and I've got 2 of these fucking things. And fucking, I've got a Blade Guard veteran on my desk at the moment for some strange fucking reason. I don't know why he should be put away in a case, but for fuck's sake, he's up there. I don't, dickhead. I know I've got some painted ones of these because I'm going to need them over the weekend to run the combat patrol fucking thing with my son. That's going to be fun. He's 6. Fucking 6-year-old trying to explain the rules of Warhammer 40,000. That's going to be fucking hilarious. Anyway, Tyranids, as you said about earlier. I don't really have much of a... Well, I say that. I do have a bit of a Tyranid army, but I don't have any Hive Tyrants, which sucks. Because I've had to pretty much build it out of 2 Leviathan sets. Oh, you bastard.
Isn't that the most pleasurable things to your ears, Jack Boy? The mother tongue speaking nothing but the good curses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at least you know the right way to say the word twat instead of twat, which makes you just sound like a twat. So, yeah, so back to Tyranids. Essentially, it's... Right, don't fucking snap, you little shit. Don't... There you go. It's 2 cyclophages.
Oh, damn.
I haven't quite finished yet, but the basic colour scheme's there. And they've got some basing on them. And I can tell what they are when I put them down, so they're alright. Because you get 2 Leviathan... I've got essentially 2 Leviathan halves for Tyranids, so it rules. 2 of the chat help me. Because there's something...
Oh, zoanthropes.
Fucking zone.
No.
Neurothropes?
Neurothropes?
No, there was something. They're an HQ, but they're the psychic HQ.
Yeah, neurothropes.
I think that is a
Neurotyrant.
neurothrop.
Neurotyrant.
Is that one of the newer
Neurotyrant,
ones?
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's one of the newer ones from the 10th edition, I think, right?
You got it.
Bitch!
You only got it with Leviathan, or with the ridiculously overpriced. Here's the stuff that we left out of the starters that you got with Leviathan.
Yeet.
So, like if you wanted to Screamer Killer now, you've got it's part of a little set. Well, that's in the little set, and you get 2 little brain things with it, and you might get like the Neuro Gaunts with it, and often you get the Neuro Gaunts actually, but you might get something else. But basically, it's the shit that left out of the starters that was in Leviathan, like that.
Jeez. Those things are always a bitch to deal with.
Oh, he's toughness 10. He's a fucking cunt, him. It might be toughness 8, I can't remember. I've not actually got the codex, but I know he strikes at strength 10. But last time I played him and took him against the Land Raider, he took 3 fucking turns to get through it until the Psychophage walked up to it and only managed to kill it because he was a fucking psychic tank. We were playing Grey Knights. Fucking dickhead. Anyway, they do better because I've got 2 Narns because I got them round about my birthday. So I've got 2 of them. And because I've got 2 of the starter sets, I've got shitloads of fucking Termagants as well. So I think we've got about 40 of them. So sticking them all forward with them things that give them 5+ invulnerables in the little Oh, sorry, 6 plus invulnerable. Feel no pains in a little bubble is top. Because they've got like essentially about 18 inches ish that they can cover across the battlefield each. Nicely placed and everything's got a fucking feel no pain as it stomps up. And what do you shoot first? The lots of little things or the lots of big things?
There you go. There you go. All
Your
right.
choice. Because some of them have got flamers, also hitting shit. And I don't give a shit if you're a Grey Knight because it's anti-psycho. Oh, and you get the... I've got a Neurolictor as well, just to help with the Von Ryan's Leapers in the midfield. Just to
Nice.
make sure you can hold it. So yeah, I kind of got it into an all-roundy fucking force, which sucks. I want a Tyrant. I just want to go big stampy creatures. I've got loads of little shitty things. Ah well. I painted them.
Well, nice job, man. Nice job. Those look like a horror on the tabletop, which they should be. Which they should be.
Well, my missus wants to play them eventually. She's showing interest because she likes the way the books look. Wants to finish painting them after, however, it took me fucking ages because I only do it so often. I only paint online.
Yeah.
So, and anyone who watches me online gets to see the greatness and the fuck ups happen.
Right, exactly. That's why I do the show live, is like I want to show that miniature painting takes more than just all the glamour shots that people who put together
shit.
the videos, you know, and they just show you the good parts. And you're like, why am I such a crappy painter? And then you realize that, like, these things took hours of work and they have to go back and fix their mistakes. And, like, you're trying to, like, wrap your head around that. This is actual mini painting where it takes the time and the effort, you know?
Yeah, okay, he's probably the closest to being finished. I told you I collected Space Marines earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember me telling you roughly how many I had?
Oh, boy. I thought you had, like, what, 100 or 200?
Right, I'll tell you what. That I've painted 75 of those.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Attaboy.
Okay. He's still not finished, by the way. He still needs a little bit more washing on the fucking pieces of fucking. Yeah. He still
The
needs
armor
paint
bits,
on the
right?
face. The armor bits do need an oil wash just to tone in the dry brush a little bit, but essentially it is supposed to be black armor. Just the shoulder pads are blue, and the acrylic needs a wash. And
Sure.
basically, it's not finished. It still needs some touch-ups, but that's the basics out there. You have to put it on the tabletop again. Those, it does stand out enough to have a red gun and blue shoulder pads and black armor. It's absolutely bitch basic, much like most of the rap music that females produce at the moment. But hey, so yeah, it works. Don't get me wrong. It's not as bad as a paint job. It's the colour scheme I've chosen. As I said, I might change it if I manage to get all of that bare. But that's just changing the decal. I'll just have to find a new one and print out a new sheet. That's not really a problem. But it works. But yeah, 75 of them. I've got 60 in total, 6 full 10-man tactical squads, which I did strip down and repaint.
Dang.
Yeah. What? 2? Yeah, I've got well over 200. 200 gone.
Dang.
Gone.
So here's where I'm at with the paint job on these super soldiers. We went ahead and we added some. We did dark silver, and then just I went with the dry brush, and literally I washed this brush that I was using, but I just kind of went and bam, 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 just random spots with the dry brush when it was nice and poofy, and kind of gave it a little bit of depth. A little extra depth. I didn't do like an actual dry brush on because I'm not trying to hit the corners. I'm just trying to make it look like it's gotten scraped or like chipped up a bit more than actually like edge highlighting like you would normally do. But the lower the darker silver over the lighter one I think is turning out really well on this guy. I think the next step here is we're gonna add some source lighting to the actual these little nuggets. I'm gonna use a dental tool as a pointer. These little nuggets here on top.
Nugget.
Yeah, these
Right.
little electro things.
Those Tesla coils.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna go with Jade for that. We're gonna start with Jade as a shadow, and then we're gonna add in what is this, turquoise, as kind of our top highlight to make that effect kind of pop. But they in the game, because I haven't played a ton of the game, but as research for this project, I played some of the game. I think this would be a perfect chance to use some of these super vivid colors that I don't normally use on PML. Because I tend to paint a bit more on the realism spectrum than I do on the super bright, vivid kind of spectrum. I've been trying to push myself and my art style a bit more towards being a bit more vivid because let's be honest, if you're going to go out and play this at a game shop, you're underneath halogen lights, and they're not really going to, they're not going to show the
Nope.
smaller detail of the model. You just kind of want it to stand out and be readable. So that's I'm going to put some of these paints on the paint shaker while we chinwag here.
Well, that was the essential idea behind my Tyranid paint job, because they were an accidental army. I wasn't actually intending to fucking keep them. But my friend that usually picks up the other half decided, no, I'm okay on this one. And because I painted them and for the channel, I managed to get hold of a second half. It ended up turning into a 2,000 point army. Especially when we got fucking magazines.
So you and your friend essentially just, that was the inspiration that sparked 2,000 points worth of Tyranids.
It's actually
That
about
must
two-
be
about
one
2,200
awesome
something, I can't
freaking friend if it's 2,000 points. Good God.
Well, I made the choice afterwards, of course, to buy the fucking two fucking Nons and the fucking neuro fucking Lictor, but and the second half. But still, he was the reason I painted the first half.
Okay.
Was because
Okay.
I ended up having to keep it as opposed to selling it up.
Sure.
Or splitting it. Well, he split the Necron one with me, and somebody else split the one before. Or did I just take all the one before for myself? I can't remember. No,
Gotcha.
yeah, somebody else split the Nurgle one with me. So I ended up with 3 copies of the special edition, whatever the fuck 8th starter set was. 1 copy
Okay.
of 9th and 10th for Space Marines, as well as a shitload of fucking stuff from a magazine that we get over here, subscription based thing. We
You
got
guys
fucking
are
loads
lucky
of
you
stuff.
have that. We don't have any of that shenanigans on the US side.
What am I going to get on Wednesday? On Wednesday, I'm going to get the first sprue of the Terminators from the Leviathan box set. And the week after, I'll get the second sprue in the bases. So I'll get another 5 Terminators for about half price. The
Okay.
monopose, but I still get an assault cannon. So, and I get a teleport home as well. So, woo! And that'll put me up to 15 Terminators, including my old ones that are still on the right size bases.
It's a
that I
hell of
can
a
get
lot
away
of
with.
Terminators.
15 Terminators, 9 Blade Guard,
I've been trying to convince Jackboy to play some 40K over here on PML, but he's I think you might be coming around to it at some point, Jackboy. Maybe not now, but some point in the
We'll
future.
see.
Some point in the future, I hope to convert you.
Well, what armies are you playing? Because some are like really, really, really mismatched, and it's like, no, fuck that. I'm just gonna get my fucking head staved in. Fuck off.
I have a nice little squad of Imperial Fists.
just a
Yeah,
squad.
don't bother, mate. You're gonna die. Yeah, unless you change your doctrine from the codex. Give me a second. I think I've got my codex somewhere near to hand. I hope. Unless you've got the codex
Nope.
to hand, because I can't tell the fucking difference between which one's which anymore. So I think that's the 9th edition codex. I've got no fucking idea what the 10th edition codex. Oh, that'll mean I'll have it on my phone because it's the one that they tried to put behind a paywall, wasn't it?
Jack's pretty new to the 40K world. I think you got like what, a
Well, in
squad
terms of
of Space
tabletop.
Marine.
Yeah,
The
I have a squad of
tabletop
Imperial
stuff.
Fist.
But he's a lore junkie like none other. I don't know if you read any of the G-Dubs
Oh yeah, that's why I said
propaganda.
he's gonna lose because I'm assuming he's playing. I was assuming he was playing low correct anyway, so he's Balta heavy, C.
Yeah,
and,
probably.
Yeah. So I assumed he was playing low correct anyway, so his actual rules would matter. I forgot how the fuck you can do this now. GW, you app shit. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, the distributors of
Right,
plastic
that's
cracker
it.
bastards.
Right. Anvil Siege Force, what the fuck's that supposed to do? Ranged weapons equipped by the... So everything gets heavy and while remaining stationary +1 to wound. So... Yeah, fucking... He wants you to spam bolters. Fuck that. Yeah.
But I like the
Well,
bolter.
you like the bolter?
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking in handheld built
He-
75 caliber grenade launcher. That shit. It's like, yes, I want one in real life. Give it to me.
Right,
Jack Boy is definitely the narrative player as opposed to the competitive player. I don't think we'd ever play in like an
Right.
actual sanctioned.
Right, in that
40K
case, what do you feel
something.
about Centurion Devastators?
I have some in fucking tactical marines and one little fucking firstborn.
You have
He's
how many
chilling.
tactical
I'm named
marines?
Bob. Let me take a look quick.
How many tactical marines again? Sorry.
I think he had to scram off to the little boy's room real quick, but I think he's got a full squad of tactical marines.
So he's got
And
11
then-
models.
Yeah, and then one firstborn.
Okay, we've got 1, 2.
Oh, you actually went and counted on. You're gonna
Oh.
count them out. Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna take me to. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I count the ones I got there. That's not too bad.
3, 4,
Okay.
5. I have 6 tactical marines, one little firstborn dude that I've named Bob, and then a couple of the Vanguard, or the stealthy stabby guys.
What, the ones with the skull facey and the 2 knights? The
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, they look cool as fuck, but in rulebook, the shit. Have you got any spare like cool little bolters on sprues anywhere?
No.
I could probably cover you, my guy.
Cool. In
Don't
which case,
worry.
you want to chop the knives off and put a bolter on and pretend that there's something else. One of the other 2 Phobos.
This
troops
is what
have
we
been
call
particularly-
proxy modeling in the 40K world.
Yes.
When you don't actually have the thing.
One with a
that's-
nice 12-inch
yeah.
bubble. Can you get yourself a Phobos librarian? Because a little 5-man unit of them and a Phobos librarian. In fact, did you say you got 6 of them?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Bill, how good are you at like sculpting cloaks out of green stuff?
we can make it work. Anything's possible.
Yeah, just stick a cloak on the 6th one, turn it into a fucking and stick like a
Just
fucking
all
power sword.
bolters.
You're gonna have a fucking power sword somewhere in your bits box, surely something that can
Oh,
turn
yeah.
into a sword. Yeah, that force weapon, cool, excellent. You got a librarian, you got something set on a nice home objective. That's cool. I bet you didn't even know you had all that, did you?
Before you know it, you'll be a convert, my guy. half of the stuff that happens in 40K on the tabletop is just whatever you can get away with.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember playing with I had Pringles tubes for fucking silos and shit, and fucking shoebox to make up a building. I don't mean cut out and draw, and somebody's made a building out of a shoebox. We just found a shoebox and put it down, and because it was big enough, it stayed there. Can you see through it? No. Can you fuck? Can you get in it? No. Can you fuck? It's a fucking shoebox, you dickhead. Go around it. And that was our options. It was fucking awesome. I was gutted when fucking pie plates got invented though, because my arms were fucking kicking ass and that and biff.
So
Well,
we got our jade down, and that's kind of our base color here for our super dudes, or whatever they're called, super soldiers. I don't know. It seems to me like in the narrative they just kind of lobotomized a whole bunch of folks, and we're like, let's see what happens. So anyhow, we have a whole bunch of those guys with the turquoise that's down now as essentially the dark shadow part of our source highlighting. Next, we're going to go ahead and add on. We're going to add on turquoise, which is going to be our like Super Saiyan highlight, so to speak, the crazy highlight. Carry on, friends.
no, it's alright. That's looking nice though.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll be.
You can still fuck it up with the next airbrush stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Every step of the way is.
Careful.
Don't mess it up.
I went back and had a look at that cat that I was painting earlier, and fuck, I've got a lot to clean up. It's all fucker. I can't actually see it because I've only got my normal glasses on rather than the fucking magnifying things that I need to paint this little. And everyone's thinking, what the fuck's the on about? They can't even see I've got anything in my hand. It's that small, it's disappeared into my bed, see.
Have a good time there, Todd. Good to hear from you. Thanks for being with us, and I have fun taking care of the dogs.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many subscribers you've lost since you decided to run this, and people have gone, he was such a clean and nice, well-managed young man, and all of a sudden he's laughing at dirty jokes. I'm just out of curiosity.
I can tell you. Let's
It's
see.
like, yeah, you thought you were monetized.
Currently none, but we'll watch what happens in the coming days. Whether or not this was the correct bet on, kind of pushing PML a bit more towards the adult audience or not, but it's all good either way. Like, this is that it's kind of the fun of the game. Like, I mean, I suppose, to me, this is like the paint night I used to have at the local hobby shop. Especially the after hours paint night. When you would get down to the last couple hours that the game shop was open and there were painters still there or war gamers still there, you would definitely get this kind of banter, and that's kind of what I was shooting for with this. And don't get me wrong, like I like my crowd, I like my community, and all the things that they motivate me to do. I just thought that this would be kind of a fun test run, so to speak, on bringing it back to the kind of game store mentality that I at least grew up with, and seeing how that stuck with them.
Yeah, well, you're a little bit older now. Yeah, although I played it when I was younger, which is when I started the collection, we didn't have any real local game stores to play with. It was literally, we played Floorhammer when we were really
Floorhammer. It's almost as good as Poor Hammer.
Oh, no, we played both at the same time. It was great. Actually, no, because we got into, was it Fantasy Battle 3rd Edition, which is one of the first ones where you got like a full fucking decent force. And I think I ended up with the Dark Elves because my friend said, here, I've got this, you can have these so we can play. Excellent, cheers, let's fight. Oh shit, I'm going to get my ass kicked every time, you bastard. And then he did the same with 40k when I got the Dark Elves there. Cunt. Essentially, he's the reason I got into it. Can't remember what edition it was. Was it 3rd edition with the Dark Eldar and Space Marines?
Probably. I was not around back then. I was introduced around, I think, 8th edition. Stuff was kind of my
What do you
forte.
mean you were around back then? Do you mean physically or just not into just aware of
Well,
the game?
that was like
Was you more into Barney at that point? So, you know,
I was into Barney. No,
I'm
the
me too. I know I'm older than
no the that
3
was the edition that I was introduced to 40K with.
Oh, with 8th. Ooh.
Yeah, that was kind of where I
Oh, that's a
met
shame
a
because
stand.
you missed a couple of good additions. Yeah, 3rd was a nice addition. And 4th wasn't that standout. 5th was fucking awesome because essentially it set the ground rules for 6th and 7th. 6th and 7th were just revised 5th. Kind of the same way 9th and 10th have just kind of been revised versions of 8th.
Yeah,
Because 8th was both power and points, and now essentially you just pay the points and you can say whatever the fuck you want, which is just the same as fucking power, but calling it points. Like, for fuck's sake. The whole point of points is that your loadouts mean things. Your choices of what you take comes, and how you build your army is what give it the complexity of games, on par with games like Magic.
right.
I mean, Magic is a fucking brilliant game because it is broken. If you can get the mechanics right in a deck, oh my god, you can have so. Especially now, you can have them off the table by the fucking turn 3. It's like, hey, I win, fuck you, and just build real twatting decks that they're not fun to play against. They're not, but you can build them. It doesn't stop you, but you're still within the restrictions. Certain cards you're only allowed 1 of, so others you're only allowed 4 of unless it's basic land. So you're in the same restrictions as everyone else. It's just under the cards that you can counter that with different decks at, and the versatility. That's where the points came into it most in your army building. Same, basically the equivalent of your deck building. But they took a lot away when they basically put power into it and went, right, we'll try and dumb it out that way. That didn't work. Shit. Right, okay, what do we do then? Well, we'll try again in 9th. We'll just kind of tailor it a bit more. Should we keep all them stratagems in? Yeah, we'll keep a good chunk of them in. Kind of run it the same way, but alter it. It's like, right, okay, no, that didn't fucking work either. Next edition, but just call it points. Just call it points. You can take whatever they want. It's like, do you think that'll work? Well, it's what they all want. They all want. They keep saying they want us to go back to the point system. So we'll just call it points. It's like, yeah, dickheads. We don't just want you to call power points. We want you to actually allow us our decisions to make things before the battle's even started. Can his Riptide afford to take that gun because his little fucking broadside's got these? Can he even afford to take a Riptide because of the price of that? And they've kind of dumbed it down way too much. It's just silly.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
just big monsters. It's like,
well, they're big monsters sell and they're a business, you know. That kind of thing comes into play. Their big monsters are more expensive, blah, blah, blah. You know,
good
it's kind
evening,
of got...
Cal.
What's up, Calvinoni, the one and only? Calvinoni is a huge supporter of PML. He sent me, speaking of G-dubs, he sent me an entire box of skulls.
Oh, that's awesome. Those are
I mean,
Hell
isn't that
yeah.
awesome? Look at all them skulls. There's so many skulls in here. There's 300, approximately 340 skulls.
Yeah,
in that box.
Actually, they probably do because they've got a mold for that. And you just go stamp,
It's
and that's it done.
crazy. Well, they're on sprues.
Well, actually,
they're on sprues. I haven't opened
sorry,
this
they
up
go
on
squirt,
stream yet.
squirt.
I'm sorry, I'm being reckless with your box, Cal, but we're.
Oh, fuck off! It's just a box. Not losing.
But like,
Dick,
yeah,
open the
they're.
box.
I mean, they're all. Look at them skulls. Some of these are huge.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Yeah, there's just a ton of these cool skulls. I've got
Yeah,
I've
but
got something
those are
really
universal,
cool
that's great.
that I'm going to be doing with
You
those in
can
the
use them
future
for,
here.
see, you don't have to use them for 40k. They're just skulls. A lot of them are transferred over. You have demons in D&D. Fucking yeah.
Right?
You
Well,
want to just
if I
convert
remember
an Age of
right,
Sigmar model
GW
into
was
a fucking tiefling.
actually a company that started off with fantasy models, and then they
Yeah,
went
yeah.
on to fantasy battles.
Well, it was
Uh,
Dungeons and Dragons' fault.
Yeah,
Is it Steve Jackson? Yeah, Peter Jackson did Lord of the Rings, didn't he?
yeah, Peter Jackson, I think.
Yeah, so it's Steve Jackson. Essentially cottoned onto it because of D&D. When they came over, they came looking for dice, and he introduced them to a D20 as opposed to the D6, and he kind of got a bit of a license for D&D over here, and that's what kind of spurred Games Workshop on. And then they did their own fantasy battle and started reporting on it with White Dwarf and expanded it from there, and now it's the money-hungry, gobbling fucking monstrosity that it is today.
Do you know how long it took me to harvest that many skulls, says Calvinoni? Skull for the skull god. Or what is it? Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I gotta bring up my inner heretic to the god emperor on that one.
Don't you primarily play Heretic anyway?
I do,
Yeah,
but I like
no, but
I play
okay,
the not the Alpha
Plague
Legion,
Devils on
but
Discord. We'll have a look now.
who's the purple guys? God damn it.
Emperor's Children?
Yeah, the Emperor's Children, that's what it is.
Oh, the sluts and horse.
Slanesh, yeah, the Slanesh guy.
The sluts.
Right, let's have a look. Where are we looking? Mini showcase. Dun, dun.
Hope you saw many
cool.
plague
Thanks.
devils on
Yeah, I've
plague
just done
devils
a lot
on the
now.
Discord. I honestly I got home and then Lazy Mini Painting invited me over to talk on his stream for a little bit. So I haven't really had a ton of downtime to check the PML Discord, but as soon as this stream is over, I'll go ahead and check him out and see what's going on over there. Cal is always doing some crazy stuff. He's got this guy has over 1,000 22 mil models. 22 and beyond. It's absolutely insane the amount of models he has, and I did up just some of them
You need
because
a
I was
different
like,
color.
man, I just
custom
want to
it.
be a part of that. I just want to be a part of his collection.
What?
But like,
That just sounds even fucking worse.
it's nuts the amount of models he has. But and
I'll go back
what's
again.
even cooler is like he'll post up his paint jobs on the Discord, and I'll get to kind of see his progress as he tackles some of these minis. And it's really cool. It's really cool. I love seeing Cal's pictures on the Discord.
Yeah, it's just cool. You
15,000
really do
models.
like
What the fuck?
Yeah. He said I had
15,000,
like 100,
sorry,
200. I've got
15,000
400 and
minis.
something. He said he's got about 400 or 500. It's fucking 15,000.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. It wasn't 1,000. It was 15,000. So 15 times the original stated amount. But yeah, Cal is a huge. He is a hobby legend in my book, for sure.
I don't understand why you fit all them. I really don't.
I don't know either. I haven't really asked, but yeah, Cal, how do you store that? How do you keep that around, man?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
First of all, you're in America because I don't think there's a house in England that you can actually get. Well, there probably is, but if you had that type of money, you would not be sat here watching this. You'll be doing something far more pleasurable. If you could afford that type of house over here, you would. So
I'm gonna leave the crowd with you guys for a minute because I really need to go.
no.
I need to go play fireman on the porcelain throne here, and I'll be right back.
You're going for a piss, right? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. So 47 years. Wow. You've been collecting for 47 years. Are they all one army?
That's all one fucking army. That was just fucking stupid. He collected a Space Marine Legion. I played Imperial Guard because if you played Imperial Guard, you're way behind. You can do a lot.
I mean, if that's all just fucking Space Marines, and that's a Legion at that point.
Legion and a half, I think. Technically, is it 10,000, or is it 15,000?
10,000 is like the starting base point for a Legion, but during like the height of the heresy,
Emperor's Children.
It's something like that, yeah. But like during the height of the heresy, like legions like Alpha Legion, Ultramarines, and Imperial Fists were pushing 80 to 90,000.
Ooh, yeah, because Ultramarines are rumored to took in the other two fucked up legions that had the Primarchs. Like, nah, you need deleting, mate. You're a bit of a dick, and I don't like you either. So you're getting deleted as well. So you can fuck off. And you Marines are all right. We'll just put them in the Ultramarines. I suppose we've got all them, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not too bad. So yeah, you could go for it. Oh, cool. So you've got some mostly D&D meetings. Have you got any cats? I've only got 12, but I've not finished the last one yet. But they're really nice. But have you got any other animals as well? Because I would like to see them. If you would, please. I'll be nice to you because I'm asking for something. I'm going to tell you to fuck off again later on, don't worry. Don't take it personally, it's just me. But please. Look, I'm even looking into the camera. I'm being sincere and everything. Honest. If you don't, you're a wanker. And if not, then Jack's going to streak down the street and just go rape the nearest kid that he finds.
What the fuck?
So yeah, you should put them up in the Discord. It saves a lot of hassle.
That escalated quickly.
No, not really. Just random shit going through your head. Jack rapes kids, you know.
Oh boy.
He doesn't. Of course he fucking doesn't. If he did, he'd be fucking arrested by now. He wouldn't be sitting chatting to me and we're waiting to watch fucking. Yeah, so man, yeah,
Arrested or
you
shot
know
by my brother.
You know him better than I do, so he's into animals, not kids. So lock up your dogs and cats, and so fair enough. So lock up your chihuahuas, people. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to get Jack to go out and rape your dog.
Jeez.
Apparently, he's not into kids. Fucking no, I don't know. First time I met him tonight.
I'm too sober for this.
Into animals.
What did I miss? It must have been good. It must have been good.
I can check it out. Think of my other stream night tune, but it came mentally just in time to hear Laz trying to spread the rumor that apparently I go down the route of P. Diddy.
That's pretty badly. I got you just
We're
a piece of
doing
remember.
But Jack, where's all the baby oil? How do
They
you
use
fit it
it
in
on
your?
the- you
How do
use
you
it
I
fit it into your
blamed it.
apartment? You burned it.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
He's lying. He's lying. There's a reason why Tunker's gone and took his dogs away. It's because Jack's here. That's where the baby oil went. You got to use all lubed up for
Hardy,
Tunker's
har.
So we're gonna get some white on these bad boys, and then a
Oh.
little transparent blue to finish it all off. Now that we've talked about P. Diddy, the things I wasn't expecting to
What?
hear
Oh,
tonight
wait a
on
minute.
PML.
Is that the thing that's making you laugh? Is that the thing that's making you slightly nervous? Laugh is the fact that he mentioned people. Oh shit! You need to go back and watch some of this fucking thing.
I guess.
What? Oh my fuck! Delete video. Delete video.
I'm just gonna. Oh, this is great. This is great, friends. Oh wait, what happened to my models? Where did they go? Oh, they're over here. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
There we
put
go.
your
Sorry, my bad.
oversized,
My bad.
yeah.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, my stream was.
That should have never left the screen. That should have never left the screen.
It really
And the
should.
thing is, right, I know the first guest.
I'm not guaranteed I'll be here every time. So I'm basically this is what you can get away with, people. Don't give a fucking shit what they say. You have a brain, you have a mouth, you can put them together, or sometimes you can just let them go off on their own. It's
Now,
entirely
here's
up
the
to you.
problem. My brain and my mouth mostly don't work in sync with each other. It's just a horrible, horrible thing.
What, and you think mine do?
Yeet.
I could probably get done for fucking Tourette's. I'll probably claim for Tourette's if I wanted to. I mean, they're signing you up for fucking anything. You can go in and you can go, I'm perfectly normal. I go, no, you're not. You've got autism at this level. Look, we'll see. Look. Because we tested you on this chart, and we're not allowed to call you a basic idiot because of your IQ anymore. We've put you on this autism chart, so you are autistic.
Is that really a thing in the medical dictionary these days? Basic idiot.
No.
I would like to apply. I don't know if that's
no.
if
Do you
you do
realize
a
how many
job
people-
opening for
How
that,
many-
or
no,
how
no,
do you how do I apply for
no.
village idiot?
Right.
I feel like I would be
No.
excellent at that job if I can make
You-
Well,
if
first
I can make
you need
minimum
a silly
wage.
costume, then you need a pointy hat.
No, that wouldn't be an idiot. That'll just be putting a point of view over that wasn't particularly popular.
I couldn't agree more,
Still,
Cal.
they
I'm
wouldn't
so happy they're not
necessarily be an
white.
idiot.
Or sorry, they're not red anymore. Sorry, a little stream housekeeping. Go on. My bad.
I don't fucking, if black people want to walk around like that, I've got no fucking problem with it. But yeah, you're not allowed to call people an idiot because there's a lot of people that would complain about being called an idiot just because they don't understand it's a scale of IQ. And it's the basics. It's like the morons further down the scale, and fucking obviously genius is much higher up. And it is a spectrum. It's just all they did is change the words so they don't hurt anyone's feelings, and painted it into a rainbow because it's a spectrum.
Taste the rainbow.
No fucking.
Taste the rainbow.
I ain't that way inclined, mate. Sorry.
No, fucking Skittles. Taste the
Right,
rainbow.
yeah, taste the
Fuck no.
rainbow.
If they was that fucking proud about the fact that they've got the rainbow, why did they paint themselves black and fucking white when some whinging bloody idiot said, I want to stick my cock in another man's house, but I haven't got one, so make me one. And tell me about it for a month. I don't give a shit. Keep that in your bedroom, please. It's fucking filthy. You don't want to hear about my missus doing things to me sexually in the bedroom, so I'm not going to spout it on the internet.
Fuck.
You keep yours in the fucking bedroom.
He's
So
off
tell
the
me
hanger
fucking
now,
Skittles take
everyone.
away the
He's
fucking rainbow off the fucking thingies and don't say you're fucking proud to have a rainbow when you're going to take it away just because someone else wants to fucking use it. Bollocks, wanking,
Alright.
shit, fucks. I'm not eating your fucking rainbow shit.
I feel like
Ben
this
and Jerry's
is
got the same
going.
treatment, by the way.
Raised on the crazy train.
This is going down in the Paint Minis live. Paint Minis live after dark.
You're in luck though, because I've only got about 50 minutes before, well, about half an hour before I need to go get ready for the Tyson Paul fight just to see which one wins. No,
Do you have
fucking clue.
money
One
on
time-
this? I feel like you're the
no.
kind of guy that has money on this.
No, this is purely just because I want to get the fuck out. It's seriously just for that reason, because I respect Mike Tyson as a boxer, and I just want him to go and show this kid, like, this is why I'm a legend. Bang, bang. Sit the fuck down.
Right.
That's all I want to see. If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. Excellent. I get to watch a good fight. If it goes 12 rounds and it looks like Tyson sparring for money, I'm just, no, it's not. I'm going to stop watching.
Okay, yeah.
Well, if you're going to get to the last round and either knock him out because he's fulfilled the contract, or Paul might win on points. Just
There
so.
you go. Okay.
That's my opinion, but who knows? It's a boxing match.
Right? Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Oh, glue fumes are awesome. Just don't mix them with other
Are you-
recreational activities.
Cal, are you using that like tester's glue or whatever, like actual plastic glue? Or are you using?
Laz,
like,
I'm more partial to the
Super
delectable
glue.
scent of brake cleaner.
Right. Yeah.
I don't drive. I don't get the chance to have that one.
You live on
it.
it. You live on a tiny island where apparently 14 hours of driving is too much.
That's classified as well over. That's Well, as I said,
there's pretty much no way you can be on my island, apparently, as you call it. I call it the centre of the world, and the rest of you are all cut off from us, but it's not my fault, or you all think wrong.
It's an
I'm
it's
taking
an
the
island.
man down.
It's an island. It's Hawaii. It's the Hawaii of the colonial world.
10 to 14 hours of driving ain't that fucking bad. How you do that on a good day?
There's plenty of things I'd much rather be doing for 14 hours than driving.
Yeah,
Even
that's
to
a
go
good
see
job.
some properties, like 14 hours. I should be at least halfway around the world about that time.
The Canadians,
Or at least as
since
far
their
away.
population centers are
I
so
suppose you're
spread
big
apart,
enough.
they told me that they measure just their usual drive time in hours. Not
I know,
not
it still
minutes.
confuses me.
It's
It still
about
confuses
it's about 40. It's about 45, or it's about a third of an hour to get there. Blah blah
yeah,
blah.
we measure.
I go to the grocery store. I found a closer grocery store to me. It's about a third of an hour away. It's about that's literally how they describe distances. It's crazy.
Well, it's easier to a quick way. How close is your nearest skyscraper that we would classify for your country?
Not that far. 28 minutes.
In the car?
Yeah, 28 minutes.
Wow, it'll take that long?
Yep, that's how long it takes to get to a skyscraper in
What are we
where
using
we
to
are.
define skyscraper?
where we are.
Oh, right, where you are.
Like how many
Yeah.
floors?
Oh,
I'm assuming anything over 50.
we've got them. We've got them here.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them, not that many, but there's a
Okay,
couple of them.
30 then. Which
Yeah.
you can have apartment blocks, that's all, I'm assuming, as well. So,
Yeah.
over 30.
Yeah.
I know you have quite a lot, but generally, because of how wide, you've got a lot of land over in America, don't get me wrong. We're all cramped up into little fucking, on top of each other in little sardine cans. You have the space to build out a lot more. For some reason,
Yeah.
you don't do it. I don't understand, but you do have the space.
Yeah, if you got the money for it. Otherwise, you're just like us plebs and trying to cockroach your way into whatever you can for
yes.
what you can afford.
Carl's from Ireland? Oh, are you asking from I'm from Ireland? No, I'm from England.
He's from the UK. Our boy here.
Yeah, as I said, I'm from England. The people from Ireland, depending which part, would possibly get offended from what you've just said, but whilst they're fucking hard looking at, I'm no offense against them. Ali is absolutely brilliant. She's in my chat quite a lot, and she's an amazing supporter of mine, and she lives in the part of Ireland that doesn't particularly like England. But that's a religious thing, and the fact that we're at war for a bit.
Is she part of that
Ireland.
Troubles generation? The Troubles out there?
She would have been alive, yes.
Yeah.
Captain, who's been on my channel as well, he pretty much lived through it because he was part of the North.
Oh, yeah.
And he lives in Belfast, so yeah, he was pretty much part of that. He grew up through all that, essentially.
Gotcha.
Not a nice time to grow up in Northern Ireland, especially in Belfast. If you're on the side that, depending which, some sides had it slightly easier than the others, but it still wasn't nice for either side. I'm lucky enough, I'm just young enough to, I know about it, but I don't know about it. So it's not like during the 80s where I'm aware of, oh, that's what a nuclear bomb is. Oh, that's what a nuclear bomb is.
Got uranium fever.
Yeah, but I'm
Uranium
also
fever.
young enough to be going, yeah, I like He-Man.
They still had, they still taught
Like,
us
ooh.
shelter-in-place drills. The nuclear drills from the Cold War, they still taught us that in school. That was crazy.
He was trying to insult me. Where's Cal from, by the way? I'll ask you because I can't be asked talking to that.
Oh,
He's trying to insult me.
Cal's from the U.S. here.
Fair enough, so I'm going to ignore it. Yeah, wanker.
Yes, sir. So these are our super soldiers with their kind of
Ooh, those are
Tesla
looking
coil looking guys. You know, the electric electric thing going on. That's about as best as I could kind of figure that electricity would kind of look.
You could. How in depth are you looking to go with this? Possibly a light wash if you could get away with it, just to try and deepen a couple of the metal recesses again. You know where the piping is, but try and get a blue wash in, so it's still showing that
blue
there's some blue.
wash.
Yeah, so
I think
just so it's showing that even in the shadows.
I've got transparent blue. It's gonna show up backwards, but I've got transparent blue. But it's blue, man. It's Blue Man Group blue. We could give it a shot. Let's give it a shot and see what happens.
I'm thinking of if there's any deep shadows you want to try and keep a blue glow on, that you've accidentally overspilled on a bit of spray, and you're thinking that I could just do with.
Yeah, we're gonna do it with a traditional brush. I think is what's.
Oh yeah, much better idea.
Yeah, we're gonna do it with the traditional brush. I don't know if I've actually opened this paint. I haven't used.
Carly's your wife got big tits. If she's British, she's a good chance. She all right?
Jesus.
Well, you're the one who said you was trying to insult me. I'm sorry. I'm good. I know you have a sense of humour now. I understand that you now have a British wife, so she's taught you the British way. She knows that. She knows that I'm actually trying to be nice. At least if she's from the north. If she's from the south, she's probably going to the kitchen drawer to get a fucking knife to stab me.
Oh, I gotta love it. I love it.
If she's Scottish, then she probably, you could take it either way, but generally they'll be alright. Irish, yeah, should be okay. Welsh, you're alright, mate, in the field shagging a sheep.
Jesus. Yeet.
See, I can say because it's not racist because I'm English. And I'm superior to all them. And any of the intellectuals in there will understand that joke. Let's hope you've all got brains. Come on, at least one of you can count to 4. You're not all orcs. Cal can type, for fuck's sake. Ah. Right, okay, so the British accent, the British sense of humour may not quite translate if she's from Zambia, although I do understand why she has a British passport and an accent. It's good having an empire sometimes. It's fun. It's a shame you made give it all back, you bastards. Look what's happened in fucking China now with your fucking Hong Kong back. You should never have fucking done it.
So transparent blue isn't quite a blue wash, but we're gonna go ahead and add a couple of recesses here. We're just gonna try and fake the eye out, make it look like it's a bit more.
That's what painting is, especially at the fact that it's going to be on a table. You're going to be playing with it. You're not sitting there under a fucking magnifying glass. Well, unless you have to paint the fucking thing, but yeah. People looking at it are sitting there under a magnifying glass as normal. It's on a fucking table. It doesn't trick the fucking people. The brain's stupid, even if people can be smart. The brain itself is dumb as fuck. Fuck's sake, you can't even see the full light spectrum. Well, it can't process the full light spectrum. Which would be really fucking handy if you wanted to try and do colours, although you'd lose purple apparently. And that's a bit of shit because I've got to paint. Oh no, I've done the purple bit tonight. No, that's fine. I've got to paint gold and red so I can lose purple. Fuck it.
Right. Well, for this, I'm just kind of, getting a little bit of extra contrast on here to make it kind of look more sparkety, for lack of a better term.
Well, if you wanted to go full whole hog, you could put wires in and paint them white. And then have whited painted, but that's like shitloads of effort. And although I'm called Les there, my channel is Lazy Mini Painting. You will not see me attaching wires to models to paint them in little spare things. In a couple of years, you may see me try that thing called source lighting.
Well, you got a quick rundown of it here on PML if you want to give it a go. It's not too difficult. You just got to wrap your mind around it a little bit. You're good to go.
It's just practice.
Yeah.
How to get so
pick
accurate.
Pick up the brush and do it, right, man? That's your motto.
There's how I look. It was about 3 years, and well, I showed you Dave from when I was a little child. Oh yeah, young and fucking red and fucking gloopy, literally looks like I'm gone. Ooh, he's a blood angel. Dip him in red first. Right,
Dip him in there first, he says.
Dip his gun in silver. Oh, I've got to get a paintbrush out now. Right, paint all that yellow, then paint a black stripe there, and a black stripe there, and a black stripe there. Then all that needs to be black. No water or washing brush. Like, wash the brush only when it changed colour. It's like eventually remember, oh yeah, I'm supposed to thin down that colour and eventually give it a wash on just the shoulder pad. And it looks awesome for a kid.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, half the, if you can just get it to the tabletop, friends. Just get it to the tabletop. That's all you need to do is just get it get it to the tabletop. If you can get it there and you don't have to look at your pile of shame or whatever, like that's
Well, you can always go back because you know what you need to improve on then. You know what your techniques are, you can always strip it back.
Right.
As I said, I use BioStrip. You mentioned another product that you buy over in the States. So yeah, if you're over in England, buy BioStrip. It's fucking excellent. It's white glue you paste over the fucking model. It doesn't affect the fucking plastic, which is great. Unlike trying to dip it in like fucking nail polish remover or some fucking shit that you just bought from the local pound shop or dollar store. It's like, yeah, it's high acetone, so I'll use that to take the paint off you. Not a good idea unless it's a metal model. But yeah, use that shit, take all the paint off, and fucking practice again if you're not happy with it. It's the only way you'll ever get better.
Yeah. So we got, I don't know, I from a distance, I mean, I know I've got it super close up and it looks a bit gloppy, but like from a distance though, I think they do look kind of a bit better, at least from like if I were to zoom the camera into here. They look like they've got a bit more crackle going on with their.
Yes, so you spotted a bit more.
Their
a little bit more
electricity dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's a very hard technique to get. I got it right by accident once, and it wasn't even on my fucking model either, which I'm really pissed off about. I've been trying to replicate it ever since.
Oh yeah.
And it's
yeah.
I did it, and obviously because I pay it all live on fucking stream, I did it on stream, and it's a Necron Lord, Overlord, whatever the fuck he's called, holding the Resurrection are about. And when I set it up for the slapchop method, as I do for every model, it gets sprayed black, and I just dry brush it with ivory, just so I can see the detail more than anything.
Right.
If you use normal paints, the slapchop method doesn't work. Mm-hmm. It just shows you where your shades and roughly where you should be painting.
Yeah.
However, when I decided to go for the orb, I thought, fuck it, I'll get a speed paint out and see how it goes. And I can't remember what the fucking colour was. It's one of them 0.1 ones that reactivate, but
right.
Got the green. Just put the one swoop around the ball, and it was like,
the perfect brush stroke, so to speak, right?
Yeah, he's like, I might as well just put every fucking model down ever that I'm ever going to fucking paint, because I'm never going to do anything as good as that just tiny one little ball ever in my life, because it's just like, the fuck did I do that? Just one brush stroke, and there's just this swirling orb of green energy in his hand.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck is...
That's the joy of painting. And then give it back to
my mate because it was his fucking model.
Yeah.
And I basically it disheartened me from painting the rest of his army. I suppose that was technically a commission piece, although it was free because it was for his birthday. I painted about 2,500 points worth of Necrons, which was mostly infantry, not a full fucking job.
Sure.
But,
say, yeah, Cal, I will definitely. I'm definitely gonna prime the bases. I left them out because I need something to hold on to, and I don't have enough armatures or corks or like bottle caps. If you see this horse, I literally just hot glued it to the top of this old Vallejo surface primer. Like but I don't have enough of these.
Is that your vibrator in the background?
It's a nail lacquer shaker, sir.
A nail shaker.
That's
what
what the
now?
kids are
It's
calling
it's
it
a
these
nail
days.
lacquer shaker. It shakes my paint for me.
Oh.
It's
Is that because your
not
wanking
my
hands to be sore for being overused?
no. It's a
You know
nail.
you should even it out anyway, otherwise you just end up with wanker's arm and one will be too big for the other. So you should use the other arm for that.
No, it's like, it was super cheap on Amazon. You can use these, they're like less than $20. You can
I
buy
bet
one of
it's
these
using
bad
it-
boys,
that's
and I
using
just
it on your
literally
chair
set
as
it
well.
on the floor. I step on it with my foot, and then when I feel like the paint's shaking enough, because it goes at like 800 times the speed of my wrist, which, well trained, is much faster than my wrist.
Well trained. Yeah, right, Cal.
Thanks, Cal. Yeah, thanks, Cal. But well trained, I cannot shake as fast as, that
Did you say you have
nail
a
lacquer
missus?
shaker can.
You've got a missus, haven't you? You've got a partner?
Oh
Female
yeah.
partner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you get her just after buying that by any chance?
Did I have to what?
Did you get together just after you bought that by any chance?
I mean, now that you mentioned it,
Did you bring her around, show your models? She didn't give a shit and just accidentally sat on that and thought, oh, fuck me, this is great. Yeah, what was that you were saying? Told you, mate, you should
learned
have
something
strengthened
new
that
about
around.
myself today. Moving on.
Yeet.
Nah.
Sorry, man.
Actually, I
I
didn't start painting until after that, but that's great, man.
I'm sorry. I
The
was
washing
holding it in. I
machine
was
conundrum all over again. I cannot
No, that's
compete
horrible.
with
She
household
can,
appliances.
she can just slip that on any chair
All
she
right.
wants.
Sure.
Just put
sure,
it,
yep.
pop it under a cushion, put a towel over it. She's off.
Yeah, okay. You don't have to make me feel even more insecure about my painting tool choices. No wonder she was asking me if she could buy the Hitachi to help me shake my paints. Okay, we gotta step off of this a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, I knew it was gonna go crazy. I didn't know we were gonna get here.
Look, if you're gonna do it, you do it properly. And you don't go half-assed.
I guessed.
And at least it can only go up from here. You can invite someone onto the little table next time, maybe, and just go, right, for Christmas, if you're good, I might invite Laz back, but I don't think
If you're
I'm
good.
allowed to this month. Essentially, yeah. If he's good, I don't know. People might fucking hate me and think, oh, no, he was a proper wanker. He's a dick. Don't ever invite him back. I don't give a shit. I don't know. If you invite him back, I'm unsubscribing and I'm part of the fucking business and I'm taking that part of the fucking business. And you're getting all sorts of crap if you ever invite me back. So I might never come back on because people hate me so much. However, it might go the other way and go, do you want to know something? For once a month, that was actually pretty funny. And if it is, well, I'm not performing monkey. Speak to me nicely, fuckers. Trying to insult me. Cal, you wanker. You're supposed to speak to me nicely. I'm a guest.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Jack, have you wet the chair yet? Have you wet the chair yet?
No, not yet.
Come on, you've been wanting to take the piss out of him for years. Anything you want me to throw at him?
Is this the roast
He's
in
opened it
PML
up
now?
adult all night. It's
No,
like,
there's usually a roast session that happens during game nights. I don't need to take any. I don't need to add to the fire anymore.
He's too kind is the thing though.
Go for it.
He's just too
Fucking
kind.
skinny specky twats out there, fucking effing and Jeffing, thinking it's all fucking Lord mode just because he's English. Fucking tosser. We've got guns over here. Come over here. We'll just fucking shoot you, bastard.
Jesus.
Go for it.
Not what I was thinking, but
What's the best way to put it? We've got pit bulls and pew pews, and we'll just let them.
Pit bulls and pew pews.
all pit bulls
I'm
are big
just-
babies.
They are though. They're kind of the opposite of what everyone thinks they are, which is
With one caveat, if you break through the window at 3 a.m, they are damn not big babies.
No.
Okay, well, at that point, that's kind of warranted. But other than that, they are just big.
Oh yeah, it's fucking beautiful. Any dog's basically raised well. It'll be a nice dog, and it will protect its family. If
Yeah.
you're stupid enough to put yourself in the way of that fucking thing, then well, that's your own fucking fault. It's an animal, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's going to react on instinct, and it's a pack animal. It's going to protect its pack.
Yeah.
Duh. It's not just pit bulls that do it. Any fucking dog can do it if it's trained properly and trained well. Dumbasses. But yeah, there are them people who want to put pit bulls down just because of fucking reputations. It is a shame.
Right.
The Staffordshire Bull Terrier got the same reputation over here. Because of the way they were bred, and a lot of people like pinning their ears and ducking the tails.
That's the worst stuff, man. Leave that thing alone. Leave it alone.
Oh, I know.
Leave it alone.
Pit bulls are such beautiful dogs if you leave their tails and ears alone.
Well, since it's been made illegal, there's so many more now that you see going around and you actually see them wagging the tails, and it's such a happy sight to see. That's what you want. It's like, and there's such happier dogs. And like I do have a young son, so he goes to I'm assuming he's still elementary school at the equivalent. So I'm taking him. He's not old enough to go himself yet. But there's a dog that always stands on the route home, and it is absolutely wonderful. Little Staffordshire Bull Terrier, wonderful with the kids. And there's people that will put it down just for his breed, and I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Either.
I like with pit bulls.
They're such nice hounds too.
Then again, saying that, if it ever went to bite my kid, I'm going to stab its fucking head in with a brick. Just to put the full fucking real world shit on that thing. It's an animal at the end of the day. If the apocalypse happens and I find it, I'm fucking eating the cunt.
All right, so we've now established that our good friend Laz here will eat dog meat in the apocalypse. This has been your episode of Fallout 76.
No, for that first I'm going for the locals, because not only are they going to have food and cups.
Good lord, dude.
No,
I'm sorry, Miss Mavis. You're on the menu tonight.
Whoa!
We're gonna have
holy shit.
Mavis foie gras.
Parental advisable limit for me. I am about eating dogs. He's just gone fucking off and started eating fucking humans. I was thinking about fucking building a community again and rebuilding society. What the fuck were you on about? You ghost them. It's like, right, we need to cordon off this area. We need to get something together. We need to store our food. How much have we got? Where are we going to go to get more? We've got how many cars? How much petrol have we got for these cars? We need to use them properly. There's more of us than we built in big large. You're around by fucking eating people, you sick bastard.
Something like that.
Did you just now see the screen?
Yeah, not a parental advisory for me. I want to rebuild society in the apocalypse. I'm not eating people. All right, animals.
I'm not eating people, he says, but I'll eat the dogs. Good lord.
But we eat cows, we eat pigs, we eat sheep, we eat other animals that aren't humans. Fuck's sake, cannibalism is a bit extreme, isn't it? When you can try and rebuild society. We know how to farm. We're not fucking Neanderthals, for Christ's sake. Fuck me. Jeez, and you say I'm the one that needs a fucking limit. I'm fucking, yeah, what that? You're the fucking
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. I will at least go ahead and say that point has now been taken.
Although you're right, if it came to push them to shove, I know which ones are the fastest to put on the barbecue first.
Oh. Yeah, authentic. We're gonna make the English version of authentic Texas barbecue out of man meat. Good God. You were talking about the weirdest stream that you've had in a while.
I thought I'd return it for you. But you said you wanted to break out of the PG-13 for a night.
Right, yeah. Oh, God.
You didn't give me any instructions. You just told me to come in and...
Be yourself. Yeah, no, I wanted that. Don't worry. That was part of the whole thing.
I'm Laz. If you give me something to run with, I'll go with it. But I'm very easily distracted. So if you want me to calm this shit and just stop taking the piss because he's not got the fucking thing up so I can watch properly.
Oh no, nobody
I've
said
got
that.
And
To be fair, all three of us here are very
then
easily distracted.
just distract me with something shiny. The comment section. I have no idea how many people are in. How many people are in tonight, by the way?
So far it's so far it's orcs. We have just orcs in here.
Cal,
no, it's
right
Cal
there,
Vanoni
jiggle the
talking
bucket in a keyring.
Right, yeah.
Right, so it's just Cal watching. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just Cal so far that we've had tonight.
I'm just wondering if there's any other people being just.
Orcs are fine with man meat being on the menu, indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Cal.
Yep. And Orcs is right.
Yeah.
Orcs have the most stable economy. Orcs are the only ones that are like, yeah, this is how it should be. Why you should be fighting? What the fuck you want about this? We want peace and harmony. Nah, give it a good fight. Fight me, fight you, fight him, fight everyone. Fuck it, why not? Have you got any teeth left? No, I'm not interested. Have you got any teeth left? Yeah, bang. I'm going to buy myself a new shooter. Awesome. Let's go fight. Awesome, great. I fucking love it. The shock attack's my favourite fucking weapon. Whoever thought of that fucking thing was just like taking more drugs than I've took. I've not took my money on prescription drugs and cannabis, so kind of. I'm not on LSD. Although you lot can get that over there, you fuckers.
Well, I'm glad that makes one of us.
Well, that isn't on LSD.
No, I'm just joking.
You lying fucker. You're doing well if you're on LSD to get that paying job for me.
He's a man of many talents.
Right. So
what you could do if you weren't on it.
We're working. They've got like some fleshy bits, and these models don't really have a ton of fleshy bits sculpted to them. So next we're gonna use. So we use dark flesh. Next we're gonna use shadow flesh, and then as long as we're talking about flesh, we may as well try man meat.
Yeah, do it.
And apparently Laz has a secret recipe to share with us that he's only going to use in the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's different to the man meat you're used to having. This man meat will be technically just human meat rather than a living man. So what we do this time is we make sure that the person's dead.
Oh, well, that's a great starter.
Take a large metal rod, ideally sharpened at one end. However the fuck you can manage it, just do it. Make sure you sharpen it. Make sure he's fully mounted on the nearest wall, fence. Make sure he's clamped into something so that he's not going to move. Take the metal rod with the
Good
sharp.
Lord, you have really thought about this.
No, this is just winging it.
You have seriously thought about this, haven't you?
No, this is how. You just asked me a question, so I'm
okay.
How would I do it? I would do it this way.
I did.
So you clamp down. You've got a big metal stick, and I need to cook this fucker around. So you take it from his mouth first because I don't particularly want to take a blow. Fair enough. Self-explanatory, you should imagine. Right. Take it. Now, at this point, you're probably going to need a brick or something because it might hurt your hand because I'm just like that bit as well. And then you're going to get it on the end and you're just going to, all your force right behind it. You might need a couple of people and you're just going to push it all the way through. Make sure you've got a good foot and a half on each end. And basically treat it like a hog. Tie his hands and legs after you've done that. So you try and pin them into that thing and you just turn the fuck. At that point, or you could salt it, or you could butcher it and try smoking it and salting it.
Apparently, a little sauce will do you. Well, there you have it, PML.
When in doubt, make ass jerky.
Yeah.
Well, it's been absolutely wonderful coming up here, but
Are you headed out there, Lazy Mini Pig?
I'm going to have to head off slightly because the fight is due to start in about 10 minutes. I need to go get in contact with my friend who I'm supposed to be watching it with, and I also need to go outside for a brief moment. So thank you for having me. If I've offended you, then
no, you're good, man. You're good.
I'm not talking.
I asked for it. I was expecting it, and we've received
I'm not talking
it wonderfully.
To you, dickhead. Shut the fuck up. You have fans. You have people who subscribe to you. You don't fucking matter. Just shut up and pay for a minute. I'm leaving. You give me an outro. You fucking interrupting me. Fuck's sake, Jesus Christ! Have some professionalism, man. Come on, learn. Come on, right. I know if I've offended you, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't give a fuck. Get a sense of humour, please. My name is Laz. If you can't figure out it's not my real fucking name and I'm kind of playing a character up here, then fucking think it's not my fault. You're dumb. I do paint miniatures. I paint little tiny fucking things like this, and I'm very easily distracted. Yeah, I mean, so easily distracted. If you would have fucking mentioned songs or brought up fucking anything in there, you might have had me singing on all sorts of fucking shit. He said to entertain you, and that's what I generally try to do with my audiences. If you want to talk 40k, we'll talk 40k. If you want to try and make me sing, try and make me sing. Sometimes it works. Who knows? I also have guests such as Bill, who has been up on my channel tonight for the first time. It was an absolute treat having him up. A bit of a culture shock for him, I think, but yeah. He asked me on his. Couldn't have been too bad. But
Heck
thank
yeah.
you for having me. Thank you for tolerating me, and I'll see you again, hopefully. Who knows?
Well, thanks for being here, Les. It was nice to meet with you earlier today, and it was nice to have you on PML and you know, kind of get your flavor of mini painting, so to speak, and your flavor of shop banter. So yeah, thanks again for being here. Enjoy your fight tonight, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Everybody, this has been Laz from Lazy Mini Painting.
Carl, you actually rock. You're right. I did hijack the stream of him. Sorry about that, but he said I've got to be entertaining. Blame him. It's his fucking fault. He said I've got to be entertaining, so therefore I had to try and think of something to fill the air. If he would have just let me just sit and watch and comment, I might have been quieter and he could have got a word in edgeways. Fucking see, Carl's got a sense of humour. You need to fucking sort this out, mate. So now, right, you've got me on the programme. There it is. Leaves up there. I'm not used to these fucking. See you
It's
later,
all good,
guys.
man. See you around. Take care, Laz. All right. Well, everybody, that was Laz from Lazy Mini Painting, with a brief commentary on all things Lazy Mini Painting and all sorts of craziness. Tonight on PML, we'll just throw this up here on the board. But yeah, he's an interesting character. He paints up some wonderful models. He likes to talk about all kinds of crazy things. So if you're interested more in seeing more of Laz, go check him out. Tell him that you saw him over on PML. Again, this is kind of our first test foray into some more adult-rated content. But if you like it, let me know. If you didn't, that's A-okay, too. You can let me know that, too. It's just kind of something that I was interested in exploring, since this channel is not marketed towards kids. Jack Boy,
Yo.
how you doing, man? How you holding up after after tonight's conversation of cannibalism and ridiculousness?
It was enlightening, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to retain to how tired I am from all the driving today.
Yeah, that's true. You had a ton of deliveries, didn't you?
Not that bad. It was only like fucking 8 of them total.
Right. Yeah. Also, that Cal brings up a good point. If you're interested in hearing more from Lazy Mini Painting, you want to see more of them, go and subscribe to him. He's definitely an interesting character. So don't be afraid to go and do the YouTube shenanigans over there. I'm 100% on board with folks, you know, going and supporting anybody in the hobby. Not just me. Like, just go get out there. Come on, go do it. Go find all the other painters out there that are just waiting to say hi to you, because I'm sure they'll be happy that you're there. But yeah, go subscribe to Lazy Mini Painting if you're interested in more of that. If you're not, that's okay, cool. Back to you there, Jack Boy. I'm sorry I kind of cut you off there.
Nah, I don't really have anything else to say here.
Gotcha. We're running just some. I don't use a ton of G-Dub stuff here, but we're using Null and Oil. It's their signature kind of black wash, and this stuff runs like ink. It's super runny, but it's 100% worth it to get a bit more of a dramatic effect to your mini. It puts black in all the right places, and just generally nice to use. I don't know how to describe it. It just gives your minis a lot more depth. I have not tried Monument's washes yet, but I'm hoping to order some in from Monument very soon here, because apparently their answer to this Null and Oil and some of the other ones are quite on the money when it comes to the same kind of usability and such. So yeah, we're just gonna give this guy a douse in Null and Oil to see what else I need to do. I tend to do this step when I'm kind of contemplating about where to go next with a paint job, because this'll tell you where you need to brighten things up more or darken it too, which is a-okay. I wish I would have thought about actually drilling the barrels on this mini, which is one thing that I would probably do with almost anything that has a gun, is drill out the barrel with like a little hand drill. Because in my mind, when I look at a bolter or any kind of gun, my favorite thing to do is just look at it and say, it needs a hole in there because there's a bullet that's going to come out of it. Yeah. We're just using a number 6 synthetic brush here to kind of dab this guy all over, and we'll come back at it again with some silver to brighten it up, I'm sure. But like Cal said, I'm just happy he's not red. I'll show what they come looking like out of the box in just a couple of minutes here, but it is a stark contrast, and it's kind of annoying. It's annoyingly red. It is so ridiculously red. It doesn't quite look good. I had a little bit of a misstroke here, so we're gonna try and just swoop-de-whoop that off. There we go. Yeah. Jack Boy, what do you have planned for the rest of your night? You just chilling now? You working?
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Working
Not
on
really
your
working on-
Halo stuff?
Nah, not tonight here.
No?
Just,
Okay.
just chilling.
Gotcha. I'm really looking forward to when we finally pick up Halo Flashpoint on the stream here. We can play us a little game of Flashpoint and paint up Spartans.
Oh, that's gonna be
I
fun
might
as
have to
shit.
draw you back into the creation cave for some Spartan painting.
Hell yeah.
You were in here for a little while, just a wee little bit at one point, but I don't know. I'll have to make kind of a night out of painting the Master Chief or something here on PML. But I know you're very much so a Halo lore nerd when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, no, I can go on for hours about that universe.
Yeah, definitely one with a lot of lore. It's always fun. I put way too much of this on my brush. We're just gonna get it all over at this point just to get it off the brush and then come back. It's kind of fun. If you overload your brush a bit too much with this stuff, it can go a little hog wild, but yeah. We got 2 live chat lounge cats hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for being here.
Mm-hmm.
It's Kind of a slow Friday around here at PML.
Slow Fridays are nice too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just adding a little bit of this this wash here to all these metallic bits. We'll add a little bit of brown to the brown places and probably wrap this up. I think these 3 dudes are almost done, and that's gonna be it for me tonight. That was kind of the goal, was just to keep making forward progress on these minis. Because Brian needs these back. I've had these like for a couple of months, and I couldn't work on them while I was doing the website. It was just nuts. Trying to live life and then figure all that out was kind of crazy. But as you can see, we'll do a little quick compare and contrast here, and maybe this is, now that this guy is kind of dried, you'll see in the process here, forget that my camera here is reversed, but this guy over here is prior to the wash, this guy over here is now washed. So you can kind of see what that does to the silver as it dries. It kind of dulls it down a little bit, but you can still see the steps beforehand are still lighter than the and the dark silver is now extremely dark. So, but I think it looks quite nice when it comes out the other end of this quick wash process. And we'll add silver to these guys maybe next stream and move on to some more of the soldiers that we have. I don't know why, but I was super attracted to painting these guys on stream tonight for whatever reason. I think it's just because they're clunky, metallic, and robotic, and I'm very much so familiar with that coming from a 40K background. I mean, Jack Boy, you know, you've seen the sculpts for 40K stuff. Like, it's all a lot of hard modeling stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hard surface modeling, I think is what it's called. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard surface model stuff. And these are kind of right up my alley. I've been learning with the Dungeons and Dragons stuff over the past like year on how to paint more what do you call it? Just kind of biological shapes or simple shapes, rounded edges that are not so hard and machine-like. But with 40K being my start, I definitely have cooked up a formula for how to do robot-looking stuff. Because once you do one power armor, the rest of it's basically like cheesing the same formula over and over again. And you can make something look the same way. Yeah. Yeah. So for that process there, Cal, I'm going to come back with the like highlight silver part. I'm just kind of dumbing it down at this point. We're going to make all of the blacks look really black. But the next stream I'm going to basically go through and do, like, it's going to be battle damage all over again. I did it one time, and then I put this this wash over it just to make a little extra contrast. I'll do it right now for you real quick. I think my dry brush is probably dry enough at this point because I did wash it just a minute ago. Let's see. Still a little bit wet. I think I've got an extra dry brush out here though. But I'm just gonna boop this with silver. Yeah, I've got another smallish one that I can use. But I'm going to boop this with a little bit of silver paint, and the battle damage now will be much more vibrant after the wash process, but we'll still have layers underneath it, so like kind of very dark, somewhat lighter dark now that the wash has essentially stained the mini. And now this will be extremely light, so it'll come through really well. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just gonna boop this guy in strategic places across the model and just keep creating variances and textures as we kind of work our way around. And it's not even proper dry brushing, it's just scratches and scrapes that we're looking for. A little bit on his face. Just booping him like a kitty. Little boops. Yeah, literally just a punch in the model. Donk, 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 donk. And we still have very high contrast with the dark silver color. We'll do that with the rest of them here real quick. Oh, donk, 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 donk. I mean, it's a pretty simple procedure. Nothing crazy, just literally booping the model to get wear and battle damage in the places. And you're kind of doing some dry brushing as you're booping your model, but not quite the same heavy veracity that you would on the raised edges, if I can speak a little English. Here we go. This guy hasn't had any. I have to maybe put a little bit more paint on here. But I try to get almost all the paint off, just like you were to dry brush. That's how I kind of do this process, is get almost all the paint off and then go to town with the brush. Boop, boop, boop. And start booping my way around the mini. And it'll look like all these bits have just a little bit of added texture to them. And there you go, kind of very much so high end on the detail part of it. There's parts where you can see that it's, to me it looks more to the naked eye, not necessarily on the camera. Maybe the camera will pick it up, but it looks like there's a ton of scratches on here now. And a bit more battle damage, so to speak. So going through and doing the dark light and then washing it down a bit and then going right back to that really high intensity, high contrast silver, right back into the lightest color you can get, in my opinion, kind of looks like very worn metal, which I believe that's kind of what these guys are going for, if I did my research correctly. And I think they look kind of what I remember seeing from the games of Wolfenstein anyways. So that's yeah. There you have it. We got 3 of our Uber soldiers, or super soldiers, sorry. 3 of our super soldiers done for Wolfenstein here. We've got a whole bunch of other soldiers to go, so there'll probably be a Soldaten Part 2 or whatever for Wolfenstein. But I think I've been on for about 2.5 hours here. I think I'm going to call it quits there, and I will go ahead and make sure to throw this guy up one more time. And yeah, thank you very much, there, Jack Boy, for coming and keeping us company here tonight and having some fun with lazy mini painting and so on and so forth. Is there anything you'd like to say on the way out, or anything you'd like to mention?
Just that I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend here, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Well, take care, Jack Boy. We'll talk to you again real soon. Everybody out there in the world of YouTube, thanks for tuning in. I'm Bill T with PML, and we will